Hold on, that's about to go live. An error occurred. Oh, hold on. Let me go live anyway. Okay, here we go.
Whole sports all plays. Yeah. Whole sports all plays. Whole sports all plays. 365, we making a plays. You talking the game, get you through the days. We're high in the court, the dime in the lane. Variety, topics, living the same. All presentation, sports information. Hitting the airways, taking the nation. All sport, all plays, they working your faces. Grace at the field, so tie the laces. Whole sports all plays. Yeah.
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? How y'all doing this morning? It's Tuesday. Y'all know what it is. It's ASAP Network, all sports, all plays in the morning. How's everybody doing on this Tuesday? We had a good Monday night game. Hopefully, everybody got some good sleep. I see Dante wiping his face. So it looks like he might be trying to get it together this morning. We got Trey, we got Coach Dante, and of course, we got my man Pride in the building. How y'all doing, fellas? Talk to him.
What's good? What's good? What's going on? Good morning.
Good. I just love the name of the network, all sports, all plays, because, especially that last part, all plays, because OU wasn't making any of that outside. Oh, my bad, too messy, my bad.
That's what we're going to start with.
My bad. I didn't mean it.
The
bringing up old stuff, man.
I sneezed. It was a sneeze.
Why are you bringing up old stuff?
Oh, my goodness.
Here we go. We do know this. For all you fans out there, we do know this, especially you college fans. We know that today is Tuesday, which means the CFP comes out tonight. So we should see, hopefully, even though Oklahoma lost, maybe we can, get boosted up like they do with everybody else.
I'm telling you, with how messed up this thing's been all season, I'm telling you, I wouldn't be surprised if they get boosted up. I would not be surprised. I'm almost mentally preparing for it.
Hey,
I'm mentally prepared for it because
I'm happy for it.
Trey, coach, if that happens, I'm not showing up tomorrow.
Yeah. I need you to come on. Don't do that. Don't you do that, Pride.
Don't you run,
Don't you do that. If we break the top 5, Pride, don't you better be up on here. Don't have me come in.
I accidentally overslept.
Yo, that's wishful thinking, though.
You claiming it now?
Yeah, 100%.
You claiming it now? Hey, man. Well, let's get into it, man. So we have Monday Night Football. As we know, we had the San Francisco 49ers.
Yeah, say it with your chest.
LA Rams. Here we go. Y'all know, Trey, I'm surprised. I'm actually surprised, Trey. Yesterday, you had your 49ers gear on. Today, after this win, you mean to tell me you don't have nothing 49ers on today? Really?
It's in my heart. That's all I know. It's a missing. Y'all can see it through the screen. I don't need to put it on. Y'all already know what it is. That's what you're saying. That's like branding. Y'all don't need to know that. I don't have to put McDonald's on to know I'm McDonald's. Y'all see them golden arches. That's what it is. That's what it is.
Stop it, bro.
Yo, Trey got some energy today. He's like, oh yeah. He's like, man, I caught me on it right there.
I see you, Mike. We're going to definitely get into that. Because, see, Trey can be happy about them 49ers. But guess what? We're going to make sure we make it to the NBA portion of it before sooner than later, because I know he ain't gonna be so excited about them Lakers. But anyway, let's stay on topic. Let's stay on this NFL game. Okay. The LA Rams versus the San Francisco 49ers. Coach Dante, tell me what you think about this game.
Well, when you play a team that you know and that you're in a division with, it's gonna always be tough. I picked the Rams, but I picked them in a pretty close ball game. San Francisco, when they're right, when they're healthy, when Jimmy Garoppolo is managing the game well, they're a tough team to beat. And San Francisco is one of those teams, again, one of those scary teams, 4 and 5 teams that you don't want to play if you're in the mix of a playoff hunt or something like that. If they're trying to get into the playoffs, they're one of those teams that can really be tough. I thought they've done a great job of running the ball. Deebo Samuel was great. He turned about a 20-yard pass into a whole touchdown. And Ayuk was very good. George Kittle stepped up, scored a touchdown. Jimmy Garoppolo, I thought he did well last night, but the running game and the big plays by San Francisco really hurt it. The defense of the Rams, and I think the Rams defense, they kind of dropped off as far as what I've seen for the past couple of games. Their defense starting to look fraudulent for what I saw. Well, Jalen Ramsey can't cover everybody. He can't cover George Kittle. He can't cover Debo Sanders. He can only cover one guy, and that's on his side of the field. So when you're playing guy, like every cornerback is suspect on the Rams besides Jalen Ramsey. If you're not throwing this way, you have a chance. But and then again, I just thought San Francisco was ready to play. It's gonna still take some time for Odell Beckham to get into a flow of the game, but Matthew Stafford is really struggling. The last two games he has combined 4 interceptions. So again, I thought San Francisco just outplayed the Rams last night, and the Rams just haven't had it in the last 2 games. So I still have faith in the Rams. I still will hold that. I still think they will be straight. But again, it's not looking good for Matthew Stafford in this Rams offense because they have been getting dominated lately, and Matthew Stafford has started to be turnover prone when you have pressure in his face.
I totally agree with you, man. Matthew Stafford definitely wasn't he didn't play how I expected him to play last night, should I say. I mean, he was 26 for 41, 2 touchdowns. 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions for 243 yards. But I will say I do agree with you, Coach, in regards to the Rams defense. I feel like they still, they just added, Von Miller. I feel like it's some things that they got to figure out. I feel like they ain't got that gel together. And that's not only on defense, that's on offense too. Like you said, OBJ just got there. They got to get that chemistry together. He's only been there a week, and he probably only practiced maybe 3 days out of that week so far. So 3 or 4 days out of that week. So I feel like once that gelling gets, that chemistry builds up between them, I think I think the Rams are going to be all right. This was definitely an eye opener though. For them to get ran through 31-10, that was definitely an eye opener. I can't say that. I mean, not taking anything away from the 49ers because Jimmy Garoppolo was 15 for 19 for 182 yards and 2 touchdowns. But that running game, they rushed for they rushed for almost 200 yards. They had 156 yards. Total rushing to the Rams 52. So Trey, this is your squad, them San Francisco 49ers. Yes, sir. Tell me, what did you think of Jimmy Garoppolo? What did you think about the game and them destroying the LA Rams last night at home in San Francisco?
So as a fan, of course, I loved every aspect of the game, but mainly I think what it was is that they just came out, they was more physical and they was a little more direct than what was probably expected. Of course, if you look at the first 2 drives, shout out to Jimmy Ward with the 2 interceptions. If you look at the first couple of drives, basically it was mostly run plays in every different aspects. You had Debo Samuel running the ball, Wilson.
They went deep into the playbook.
Yes, they went, Mitchell. Like they just had a whole different array in which kept the defense on their heels, and then they mix in a couple of passes here and there. Of course, the Debo Sanders, Brandon Ayuk, George Kittle. So I think so I think it was just a matter of them having it. It was just a game. It was a good game plan. They did exactly what they needed to do. They went into the bag. They see it and watched and see it. They took a little something from what Tennessee did the week prior to the Rams and kind of like put it and used it to their advantage, and that it ended up being good. And you know what I'm saying? And it helped the fact that the couple of the plays was to Odell Beckham, especially that one for that interception, in which the chemistry of him and Stafford wasn't there. He didn't know where Stafford was placing the ball, what would have happened, and it led to an interception. So, I mean, it's going to take a little more, as I was saying, of course, with adding the Von Miller. He they look stagnant, but of course they have to. It's just like anything else when you become, especially when you're a top player. Is the expectancy is that you're gonna come in and you're gonna do what you did for the last team. Well, in all actuality, you need to be able to gel and kind of find out. So I'll give them a couple of weeks, and they might be back to the Rams that everyone was fearful of. But at this point, we ain't got to play them again. We went ahead and split the series and on to the next.
Yeah, I will say this. This reminded me that this 49ers team is still legit. Like, we tend to forget about it, that their only legit problem is the quarterback position. That's kind of what we continue to kind of just ignore because of, like the downs that Niners have been. If you give them a solid quarterback, this team would be absolutely scary because they have a running threat. Like,
so are you saying Jimmy Garoppolo is not a solid quarterback right now?
Bishop, I'm gonna put it to you this way: I could be upset if we could have gotten that win.
Don't get caught up in the hype.
It's not catching up on. It's not catching up on the hype. It's really not.
I'm talking about Bishop. Don't let last night like dictate.
No, but I mean, he's
saying.
really saying that he feels like that. I mean, to me, it sounds as though he's saying Garoppolo is not the future of the 49ers.
Not at all. In the beginning, when they first got him, I thought there was the potential, right? But it's to the point where like his maximum potential is game managing, and what we consistently get is him pulling a Dennis Schroeder and fumbling his bag. Let's just call it really what it is. Like he's really not. You're not going to be able to again in the playoffs. Like there's no way on God's green earth you're going to tell me they had faith in him when in a playoff game they had him throw the ball only 8 times. You put Taylor Heineke in there. He's throwing the ball way more than that, at least double.
Right.
Let's call it. You know what I mean? So for me, it's like, I think they're still a quarterback away. This is still a solid team. If you really look at this team, it's a solid team. They're not horrible. It's just Jimmy Garoppolo's holding them back. And at the end of the day, people need to understand he's honestly even calling him a game manager. I think that's even giving him a little too much justice at this point. He's just a bona fide backup who, unfortunately, the 49ers have no other option. And that's, if we're going to be honest, that's the only reason he's still playing, because if you know what I mean, if they thought Trey Lance was a better route, they would have went there. They haven't, and to me, it's kind of like, you know,
can Garoppolo lead them into the playoffs?
Yeah, I think so. He's done it before.
As a wild card, yeah, as a wild card, potentially. But even
if he can continue being a game manager, if he continue being a game manager and not hurt this defense with turnovers, not hurt the team with turnovers, I think he can do it.
But the
thing
is,
nothing more.
Garoppolo leading them though. Let's put that in context. It's the rushing game that's leading them. Jimmy Garoppolo.
I mean, that's what I'm saying.
It happened to be, a guy like Coach said, don't turn the ball over.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Don't turn the ball over. Let that running game. Because while you're running the ball against a great football team, like the Rams, you keep that defense off balance to open up more easy throws for Jimmy Garoppolo, more play action for him, so that way you won't have to rely on him throwing the ball so much. So that's why you actually run the ball that much with Jimmy Garoppolo. He's clearly not the future. When they pick Trey Lance second, Jimmy Garoppolo, and that they're not sold on Jimmy Garoppolo. But this is his last year anyway. It goes. Trey Lance is going to take over the starting job next year.
Probably. And someone said that Jimmy G is a higher upside Kirk Cousins. Bugging. You put Kirk Cousins in here, and I get, if you put Kirk Cousins in this 49ers offense, we're not having this conversation.
I rather Jimmy G.
I'd rather Kirk Cousins. I'd rather Kirk Cousins, because in every way, shape, or form, in every facet of the game, Kirk Cousins is just simply better. There's just no really.
But Jimmy G's not going to do too much, even though we believe Kirk Cousins is a better quarterback. But Jimmy G's not. I know Jimmy G's not going to go in there and lose me a football game. Kirk Cousins can lose you a football game. That's what I'm saying. He's going to go in there and play the system.
That's not fair.
Cousins might do the opposite. So
no, but again, I'm explaining to you why that's unfair. The reason it's unfair is because when you put Jimmy G in there, Jimmy G is not like, this isn't a dude who's gonna go and like. They're not building the offense around Jimmy G. Jimmy G is really a dude that just, hey, yo, listen, this is what you do.
I disagree with you on that, Rod. I disagree with you on that.
Again, you can say you disagree, but if you watch it, I mean, look, bro, I'm gonna put it to you this way: if they don't trust you enough, where their thing is, oh yeah, we're running the ball, and Jimmy G's like, again, 19, he had 19 attempts, right? This is kind of like a consistency of what he does. This isn't a dude who throws 25 plus times.
Why would you need to throw 25 plus times if your running game is running all over the field? Why would you have to? You should not have to. If you throw the ball 6 times in your running game just beat Green Bay by themselves, I wouldn't throw the ball either. I wouldn't throw no ball either.
Less chance of a turnover. Yeah, absolutely.
But I'm gonna tell you why. Hold on, but I'm gonna tell you why.
Coach him, coach.
No. But you're not
Yeah,
coaching.
yeah. Since he's coaching.
You guys are saying this, but in the same breath, like we're like, listen, you need to have some sort of dimension, right or wrong.
True.
In football.
More than one division.
This is one of the biggest knocks on the Buffalo Bills, the fact that they do not run the ball. That is one of the biggest knocks on them, because when the passing game doesn't work, what's going to happen? That's kind of the thing. The running game that they have, there's times where it's not gonna work. They're gonna get stuffed. Sometimes it's
when they fill the box.
And here's the thing: when that happens, can you rely on Jimmy G to bail you out?
I feel where you're coming from.
And that's what I'm saying.
I see both their points.
Yeah, I feel what you're saying.
Again, and I understand what y'all saying, that Jimmy G fits perfect in the system. I understand that, but my thing is, you also need a guy. He doesn't fit perfectly because you still need a guy who can kind of read defense.
But Pride, when they was in the Super Bowl, they didn't lose that Super Bowl. But in my opinion, because Jimmy G, they lost that Super Bowl because of Kyle Shanahan. They was running the football and they was running it effectively. What did he do in the fourth quarter? He took the ball out of his running game and put it in the hand of his quarterback. We seen that,
which is a testament to what I'm saying. Because
if you listen with your ears and stop listening with your head and your heart, you will understand what I'm saying.
Freddie, you're literally reiterating my point.
Listen. There was a team that when they was running the football, they was winning football games. They would have won that Super Bowl if they depend on their running game and their defense.
So why did they lose the Super Bowl?
Because Kyle Shanahan took the ball out of his running back and put it in the hands of the quarterback.
And he put it in the hands of the quarterback. Who was the quarterback at the time?
Jimmy G. That was a bad decision. He should have kept it in the running game.
And why was it a bad decision?
This team operates off of running game.
And hold on. So they put their hands on the quarterback, which is Jimmy G, and that was a mistake.
Yes.
Yes, because your running game is hard.
But the running game was working.
If your running game is working, why would you put the ball in the quarterback hand? If you know the running game is working, if you know they have no idea how to stop it, why stop going to it?
That's the point that he's trying to make. And I see, like I said, before we could start talk with the Super Bowl portion, I agree with both what you're saying. Like Jimmy G, I agree for the most part, because back before they got Jimmy G, I wasn't the big, they was supposedly the knock was they was working for Kirk Cousins. They was going to get Kirk Cousins before Kirk Cousins went to Minnesota. I wasn't a big fan of that to begin with, and I wouldn't be a big fan now. So it's like Freddie is saying that Kirk Cousins is that quarterback that he's gonna go after it, but his batting average ain't too good, ain't too swell when you do that. And then I get what Pride is saying, like why you want a quarterback that's capable. Now we come forth to the Super Bowl aspect, and in my opinion, yes, we had the running game going, but in the case of which I've said it before, if they stop the running game or they slow the running game, you need to be able to get something to back, get them off you, which in turns means, hey, that's the quarterback. In this case, we had the game won. Even when the Kansas City Chiefs came back, we had the game won. You had Jimmy missed the check down. Jimmy missed Kittles. Jimmy missed a wide open Sanders streaking down the sideline that would have gave us the win. So in that case, Jimmy wasn't good enough in those aspects to where it was just he missed. It wasn't like the play wasn't there because the play was called. He read the play. He missed, overthrowing them on missing check down. So,
but Trayvon, my question is, the Kansas City Chiefs did not shut your running game down. Your coach decided to go away from the running game. That's what I'm saying. Like, you have a lead against that high-powered Chiefs team. Mm-hmm. You need to keep the ball out of your quarterback. It don't matter who your quarterback is at this point. You need to keep the ball in your running game, keep that clock going, and that's what lost in the game. It's not that Jimmy G didn't lose in that game; the coach lost in that game.
I definitely agree. I 1,000% agree with that. I mean, if Jimmy Garoppolo only throws 6 passes on the Green Bay Packers and you just beat them with a running game alone, that's how bad the Packers defense is. They'll be a damn shame of themselves from letting that happen. I would not throw the ball one time if my running game is working. I don't care if I don't even care. If my running game working, I'm not throwing the ball not one good time. If they can't stop you and not one time, yes, it's going to come to a possession where you're going to have to throw when the coach is going to want to throw it. It's not going to want to run all the time. But hey, if the running game is working and his defense is getting tired, keep pounding away. Don't lose the game. Don't lose the game.
It wasn't Kyle or anything else like that. It was the defense. The defense gave them points up with Burns and misread. So it was all together. It wasn't just Kyle. It might not have just been Jimmy. It was the defense as well.
And don't get me wrong, I understand both of y'all points, man. I get it, because when it's all said and done, I totally understand Coach and Freddie when they say run the ball, pound the ball. If they can't stop the run, keep pounding. However, excuse me, in regards to Pride, when he's saying they could come and fill the box up in hopes that they can stop the run. Now, just because you fill the box don't mean you can stop the run, because obviously LA couldn't do it last night. You know what I'm saying? Right. They had everybody in the box and they still couldn't stop the run.
Things matter.
You know what I'm saying? So that's where I feel where Pride is coming from, where in regards to he's saying you got to be at some point be able to have confidence enough to know, well, if they do happen to stop the run game, or for whatever reason, just say your running game takes a big hit with an injury. Then what? You know what I'm saying? You got to, every running back, every team don't have dual running backs who can come in and come in and produce. So if your running game takes a hit with an injury or something of that nature, then you have to rely on the passing game. And if you rely on the passing game, you do need someone who's going to be effective on the field. For me, I don't know if I would take Kirk Cousins over.
My thing is that the Niners should be a pass first team. That's not what I'm saying. My point is if the run gets stopped, what is your backup plan? Like we saw with Buffalo, when the passing game was taken from them, they had no answer. They couldn't run the ball because they just weren't doing it. And that's the only point I have. When the run gets stopped, do you really who are you more willing to rely on, Jimmy G or Kirk Cousins? And to me, Kirk Cousins, and on top of that, let's stop acting like Kirk Cousins always wants to be a gunslinger, because he has Dalvin Cook, and he has no problem hitting the ball off to him.
Pride. Let me ask you a question. Go ahead, Freddie. A few weeks ago, when they played the Cowboys, when Dak didn't play, who lost in that football game?
Wait, what are you regarding to? Like
when the Minnesota Vikings played against the Dallas Cowboys, when Dak Prescott was out, who lost the Vikings that game?
Let me guess. Who do you think it was?
No, the question is asked to you, towards you.
Mm-hmm.
Waiting for an answer.
I'm assuming you're going to say it was Kirk Cousins.
I'm not answering the question. I'm asking you the question. You didn't ask the question.
I didn't ask a single question.
Did I just ask this man who lost the game?
No, he's saying that's what he's saying. Probably he's asking you.
He said who lost Minnesota that game? Who lost them that game?
He's asking
against Dallas.
Right, and what I'm saying is, if he's asking me, the route he's gonna go, it don't matter what I say. The route he's gonna go is that was Kirk Cousins.
Like Big Perk say, carry the hell on, because he dodging. He dodging is like he's
dodging.
Because he wants to know, in your opinion, Pride, who lost the game.
I think top to bottom, I think it was everyone's fault. I genuinely believe. I think top to bottom, everyone deserves some type of responsibility. Kirk Cousins deserves responsibility. No debate whatsoever. But again, Freddie, I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to play this funny game where you're going to be like, it was just solely Kirk Cousins. It wasn't him.
Just like Big Perk say, carry the hell on. He dodging the damn question that we played.
I'm not dodging the question.
You want to answer the question. Don't say what I'll say. Say what you going to say.
So I gave you the answer. What was the answer, Freddie? I just gave you the answer.
Hell, I don't know. You tell so many damn stories. I don't know.
You're not even listening.
I don't know. I asked you a question, but you want to say, it was a top from the bottom. But I asked you who was the reason they lost the game.
Everybody. If you're gonna tell me it was just solely Kirk Cousins, you're out of your mind. Let's just call it what you're bugging. You're bugging. You're clearly
Am I?
Yes,
Am I?
It was not solely Kirk
Am
Cousins.
I?
Now, if you want to put responsibility on him and you want to say, Kirk, you gotta wear some of this, I'm with you there. But let's all I'm saying.
Carry the hell on like Big Perk.
I answered the question.
We see that Pride and Freddie agree to disagree on this.
Well, he better be glad I'm kind of under the weather. I don't feel like really yelling this morning. No. I am kind of under the weather, so I'm not going too far.
What? Well, we will say this. We will say San Francisco did something like what's his name from Washington football team. Ron Rivera did. They had the ball 39 minutes to the LA Rams 20 minutes. They held the ball 10 more minutes than the Rams. So that again, when you don't allow someone like Matthew Stafford to get on the field, to do his thing, hey, it's hard.
And I'll
It's
be
hard,
honest,
and that's
And one thing we're not gonna do, we're not gonna. Congratulations.
No, but again, this right here is just a moron. Let's just call it what it is, right? Because they had an all-time great defense that helped carry this load. So, like, come on,
Congratulations to the 49ers. Give them a cookie. Let's not act like that win mean anything. Let's not sit up here and hype.
You gonna let him downplay you like that?
You
gonna let Freddie downplay
let's
that
not
win
do
like
that.
Trey?
Let's
Come
not
on,
be
Trey.
let's not be those people. You know, yes, I agree that a defensive problem, but let's not act like Kirk Cousins. Let's not sit up here and act like Kirk Cousins didn't step up and make plays. Let's not sit and act like that didn't happen. Let's not act like that didn't happen. Okay,
No, he personally sold them.
that's one thing we're not about to sit up here and do. That's one thing we're not about to do.
He personally sold them. Let's call it
But
what it is.
like I was saying, because I'm carrying the hell on, because Pride is talking out his ass this morning. But like I was saying,
Hey,
but
man,
like I was
Trey, you ain't
saying,
gonna say nothing, Trey. You gonna let Freddie just run?
no,
with
because
that?
he needs to let me finish what I'm gonna say, because I understand he about
Hurry
to
up and
come
get to the point.
If you stop talking, I will.
Freddie, you had 15 minutes and you somehow.
I'm gonna wait till you get done talking so I can finish my point.
Yo, Trey, you gonna let him get away with it?
Exactly. Like I was saying, this Rams team is trying to incorporate two big pieces to their team. One on offense, one on defense. Odell Beckham Jr. has only been there. He signed last Thursday, so he's only had like one practice, maybe that. It might have been even more of a film section, if anything. You have Von Miller, who's been there, but he's still trying to get acclimated to that defense. Even the people on that team is trying to get acclimated to them as well. So I don't take too much off that game. I'm not going to lie. But I will say this, the pressure is fully on Matthew Stafford. The pressure is on him I believe it's more pressure on him than it is Odell Beckham Jr. And the reason why
I agree, definitely, 1,000.
The reason why I say this is because we've never seen him in the situation he's in right now.
With all them weapons?
With all those weapons, LA, I understand you in Detroit where careers die. I understand that 100%. But okay, Matthew, you got your chance. You got your opportunity. You got your team. You have a great team around you. You have a good young head coach. Your defense around you. You're one of the favorites to win the Super Bowl. You have to deliver.
This is his time.
I'll take that even a step further for you, Freddie. Don't forget, y'all basically by swapping quarterbacks. At least Jared Goff got you to the Super Bowl, even though you didn't win it. You go out, the very next year, you lose to Green Bay. You lose in the playoffs. Then the very next year, you lose to Green Bay. So basically, you're saying Jared Goff, even though he did get you to a Super Bowl, you're basically saying he's the problem. So let's go trade for Matthew Stafford. That can be the solution of this team. Anything short of that, if Matthew Stafford fails to get this team to a Super Bowl, it's definitely his fault. 1,000% his fault. He's definitely going to be the problem.
But are you saying this year though? Does he do? Are you saying?
Yes, Jared Goff already been in the Super Bowl. All these weapons, yes. Jared Goff been to the Super Bowl with lesser weapons. He didn't have an Odell Beckham.
So the
He
difference.
He didn't have an Odell Beckham.
I feel like
He didn't have a really good running game like that.
I get
Coach
it.
saying that, I feel you, Trey. I got you. But with Coach saying that, I feel like you definitely putting a lot of pressure on Matthew Stafford.
Yes, it is pressure on Matthew Stafford because you traded for him. You traded for him. You saying this guy can get you over the top. You basically traded for him.
Right.
Put Jared Goff with the line. Jared Goff already got you down. Jared Goff got you to a Super Bowl. Now Matthew Stafford is a better quarterback.
Coach, I get your point.
After a few seasons with the Rams, though. You asking this man to do this in one season.
Come on, we got a view in here talking crap. Mike, congratulations for your damn championship. Congratulations. Congratulations to your championship.
Hey, let's get into it.
Is he happy?
We talked about that 49ers game. Let's get into this NBA because they had a bunch of games last night that slated last night.
No, I want to talk about one game in particular.
Okay, well, let's do it. But first, let's see what the scores were last night. I know when we was on here yesterday, we had a few people that felt that it was going to be some upsets in the NBA last night, and It doesn't look like those upset came to pass from what I'm seeing. So the Kings played the Pistons last night. They beat them 129-107. The Wizards came back on the Pelicans. The Pelicans was up by 20 points. The Wizards came back and won 105-100.
You're not gonna hurt my feelings. I ain't no man.
The Cavaliers 98-92.
My mama told me don't fear no man but God. So I ain't gonna hurt my
Stop
feelings.
interrupting.
92-84.
Stop interrupting.
The Atlanta Hawks over the Magic 129-111. The Mavericks win at home versus the Nuggets 111-101. The Heat beat the Thunder 103-90. The Suns win over the Minnesota Timberwolves. They go on the road and beat them 99-96. The Grizzlies smash the Rockets 136-102.
Why you say it like that with Coach?
This one right here is for old Coach Dante. Them Trailblazers got a hold of them Raptors.
Don't start that. Don't start that, bitch. They still a joke. The Trailblazers still a joke. Don't start that.
Last but not least, them Chicago Bulls went on the road to the LA Lakers.
Yeah.
Beat them boys 121-103 on the road. What do y'all got to say about that? Laker fans, where y'all at? Come on, Laker fans.
It ain't no different. Shout out to my man DeMar DeRozan, represent the Hub City. Hey, I see you, fam. But it is what it is, man. It could have been expected. I mean, we lost AD third quarter. Not to say that was a difference at that point because it was already up by 20 points. As I said yesterday, we're going to lose some, we're going to win some. Exactly. It's not going to make a difference, just like the 49er game. Even though, in that case, NFL is a little bit different because you only have 16 games, but you got 82 games, you still got a chance. The true test doesn't come till we sitting in one of them 8 seeds. Currently, we're in the 7th seed. The true test doesn't come till we're at that till we're in one of those 8 seeds and we're playing, have an opportunity to play for that chip again.
Listen, I'm just taking Laker fans. So I'm gonna go in here. I'm gonna say my part.
What's one good thing? It's one good thing. THT dropping 28. That made me feel a little good.
Listen here. Go ahead. Mike and all these Chicago Bulls fans can celebrate winning their damn championship. Congratulations. Do you want a cookie? Because guess what? We all know this Laker team is not complete. When December 19th come around at 2:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, we're going to see who's going to be talking. DeMar DeRozan ain't going for no 38, I guarantee you then. Because Mike was praying. He prayed yesterday morning. He said, God, don't let LeBron be healthy. Don't let him be able to play this game.
So now LeBron's your guy. Now he's your guy?
Rob, when did I ever do that?
I can't keep
when did I ever said he wasn't? So, like I was saying, please don't let LeBron be healthy. Please don't be LeBron be healthy. Because guess what? That game to me, honest with you, didn't mean nothing. It don't mean nothing until – no, not at all. Not at all until we see this Laker team full strength. Until we see this Laker team full strength, we can't compare. We can't judge anything.
Hold on. And I hate the Lakers, but didn't AD get ejected?
Yeah, because of a stupid call, because he was trying to put his shoe on, and then the ref normally, thousands of times, would let them put the shoe on, but he gonna start playing the game, and AD like, yo, what's up with that, man? And they threw him out. That was a dumb call, but it don't matter. Because I will, but Mike, I don't care. But what I'm saying is that with LeBron on the court, they would have found ways to give Anthony Davis the basketball. So, but like I said, it doesn't mean nothing because the Bulls would maybe go to the second round. It doesn't matter. We're not tripping off one game. I mean, the Lakers are still there. The Lakers still one of the best teams in the NBA. So the Bulls haven't been relevant since Michael Jordan, his era. They're having their little shine. So we'll let them have their little parade right now.
So let me ask you, Chris, Freddie, you said this didn't matter at all.
It didn't matter at all.
If you want to say it didn't matter, Lakers, fine. But don't you think this still kind of matters to the Bulls? Because even though
to the Bulls, yes, it mattered.
No, Freddie.
No, 100%, yes.
Hold on.
Because you see Mike coming and being delusional.
Hold on. No. But not the route you're going. You're going by like, oh yeah, they're just, this is like a morale thing. Like, even though Braun wasn't out, they still played against AD. Granted, it wasn't the whole game, but it still was enough. AD played 28 minutes with Russ out there as well. I mean, don't you think, like, even though the Lakers aren't at full strength, I mean, this is still an impressive win for the Bulls. I mean,
On
Yes,
the road.
to
You
the
got to give it to
Bulls.
them on the road.
Like I
That's what I'm
said,
saying.
this
That's
means
what I'm saying.
everything to the Bulls. It doesn't mean anything to the Lakers. Stop it. That's what I'm saying. Like this is their championship. Like we all know the Bulls ain't winning no championship. I mean, stop it. Pump
Do
the
we know
brakes.
that? Do we know
Yes,
that
we
for
do
real?
know that. Yes.
I mean,
Do
hold
we know
on.
that?
I mean,
Yeah.
listen. I can't believe I'm agreeing with
come
Freddie.
Come on, Freddie. Be honest with yourself and
They're not
everybody else.
better than that Heat
Come
team.
on, man.
I don't
They got a
expect that.
squad.
I expect that. I don't see nobody on that Brooklyn
I
team.
mean,
On that Heat set, the Bulls team stop Kevin Durant.
I
Stop
gotta
it,
agree
bro.
with Freddie. I have to agree with Freddie.
And you're a Nets fan. Stop it.
It's
Don't
like,
do that.
yeah, bro. Like,
But I'm a realist too. And I'm
Do you expect Kyrie Irving to be out? Do you expect?
I do feel like the Bulls have a squad. Man, they 10-4. I know.
I didn't say
got a
they
squad.
didn't have a squad.
Yeah, they
Nobody
got a
said
squad.
that. The Wizards
No,
have
but
the
I'm saying
Wizards on
they
top of the East.
definitely can come out the
Pride,
East.
not Pride. Bishop. The Wizards on the top of the
so
East
you're
right
arguing
now.
with me?
They are right now.
So
I know
guess
you-
what?
I know you're
Guess
not
what?
saying the Wizards are
After
better than the
Christmas,
Bulls.
all that could change. Do
I
you
know you're
expect
not saying
Kyrie
the Wizards-
Irving to
Are
sit
you
out for
saying
the
the
rest
Wizards
of
are
the
better
year?
than the Bulls, Freddie?
Do you expect Kyrie Irving to sit out for the rest of the year?
Bruh, to be honest, I don't know. To be honest, I can't.
I don't.
Bishop, I don't know. I don't know.
I know.
I don't think it matters. Who cares?
Say that, Trey.
I'm
that
with
Who
you
on
part.
that Bulls team
That
can
part.
stop Kevin Durant?
That's
What he say?
Who
What he
that
say,
Bulls
Freddie?
team can stop James Harden once he get the rolling?
No,
I mean,
Yeah, but James Harden.
I mean,
he
does,
doesn't
like
understand the rules.
again,
That's it.
does any of that matter? Because right now, DeRozan done dropped 8 games with 30 points. So right now, he's a problem. So all that to me, all that is actually doesn't matter. This makes for good entertainment. That's what sports are. It's entertainment. So right now,
DeRozan go in the playoffs though.
Yes, he does fall off in the playoffs. But
okay, then.
but he's with a different squad now.
Well,
Like he
I'm not
has
worried
pillars
about
on
it.
his
It's a
squad.
different squad in a different situation.
Yeah,
Like,
it's completely
it's like
different.
he would play solid until he saw LeBron, and all of a sudden, and it wasn't just him; it was everybody. You were just
It was Kyle Lowry. It was Kyle
Exactly.
Lowry. It
You
was
just
the
read
whole
about the Miami
team.
Heat, and Kyle Lowry was on it, and he himself was a part of those Raptors teams.
Mm-hmm.
So what you guys are saying? Let's go ahead and crown this
I
young
think
Bulls
I'm
team
not saying
champion.
crown.
No, I'm not
Yeah.
really crowning anybody anything, but I got concerns about the Lakers. I got concerns about the Lakers. Even though LeBron is out, they still a good enough team. They still a good enough team. It still should be really actually no excuse. They still a good enough team. You still got Russell Westbrook. You still got Bazemore, who's only can score 2 points in 12 minutes. You still got him on the floor. You still got Wayne Ellington, who's trying to fit in and all of that. But like I say, I think it's caused some concerns. But at the end of the day, I still got to feel like the Lakers are still going to be okay when they get their healthy
That's what I was
team back.
asking.
No,
I
we're
think
not
it's
sending you to
concerning.
Lake, Mike.
I don't
We're not
think the
sending you
Wizards
to
are
Lake.
better than the
You
Bulls.
got to be in school right now.
Y'all, no one ever asked me, do y'all really think the Wizards are better than the Bulls, being that they are on top of the East?
No,
Be
no,
honest. Okay.
No, no.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, like I said yesterday about the Lakers, y'all. Carmelo, well, before I go on Carmelo, but the Lakers are moving around. They got a lot of new pieces on the team. They got to shuffle around and you can see it. Moving Carmelo off the bench like that. Carmelo is leading the league right now for Sixth Man of the Year, if you ask me. So moving him off the bench and moving him into the starting lineup is just the Lakers and Frank Vogel trying to see what they have. So this time correct. Yep. And this time right here is not about the regular season. It's about the playoffs. It's about when the Lakers face a team that gives them some diversity, gives them some opposition to actually move pieces around strategically to get over that. That's where this stuff that we're watching right now is going to come into play. That's where, the Carmelo moving into the starting lineup and seeing how he gels and those type of things. Now, personally, I would have took the L and took Wayne Ellington in the starting lineup and still had Carmelo as the sixth man. That's what I would have personally preferred if I was a Lakers organization. I would have kept Carmelo where he was at, put Wayne Ellington into the starting lineup, and if we lose, we lose. But Carmelo fits in that six-man spot. And I don't think him moving into the starting lineup is going to change anything. So I think that's kind of a frivolous move. But I see what they're doing. They're trying to figure out what's going to be that unit. What's going to be that jail unit in the playoffs?
Yeah, I just want to say this one thing. It's just like we need to understand, if a team wins, let's just give them kudos and move on. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you got to give them some type of kudos because the Bulls in LA handled their business. Like, again, I'm not saying that to
Right.
Yeah, they whole West
That's
Coast
your question.
team. They act like they can just decimate the whole West Coast. Like it is what it is. That's what's expected. Someone got to win, someone got to lose.
They won. Stop. I'll give you a minute, Freddie. I promise. Just let me say this one thing real quick. They came in, they handled their business, and moved on. That's it. Like I just, for instance, like somebody said, "Oh, it's a win in November." Again, you're a moron because for all we know, this win can matter later on down the road. I'm not saying it's the end all be all, but again, these are the same idiots who, if their home team wins in the season opener, oh yeah, we win a chip this year. It's like, yo, just I don't think it's fair to say, just because it's in November, that it doesn't count as a win or it doesn't mean anything. I don't think that's fair because if you go out and handle your business, a win is a win at the end of the day.
Hey, Damien's the ASAP in the morning troll right now.
You ain't lying, bro. Like for real. He's trolling.
Hey, Damien making me crack up.
Right. So let me ask you a question. You say that nobody can. You just go ahead and you just come on and say, "Hey, give you a win," whatever, all that nonsense you just blabbered.
Okay.
What's the point of you coming on show? What's the point of doing your own podcast? We are on here to debate. We are on here to criticize. We are here to deliver our expectations. We're here to give all our thoughts and all that stuff. So what's wrong with him saying that this is a win in November? It's not a big deal because we all know the NBA don't really get started till after Christmas. So there's nothing wrong with he saying.
No, it is though. It is.
It's not.
No, there is. Because again, that's idiotic. That's a moron. That's a
no to you, but it's not. We all know.
But it is, Freddie. Because
people don't watch the NBA till after Christmas. Most people don't.
No, okay, but that doesn't mean. Hold on. Now that's two different things. That's two different.
See again.
You're saying about from a fan's perspective, watching the NBA after Christmas. That's when it heats up. That's when football, a lot of their teams are out of it by then. We got our playoffs locked, stuff like that. So I get that part, Freddie. I agree with you because that's when I tune in wholeheartedly.
That's me too.
However, let's also not forget, it don't matter if we're talking about October or we're talking about March. When you play certain teams, that matters. It's just like it's just like when Phoenix plays LA. It don't matter. It don't matter if it's the first game of the season. It don't matter if it's the second game of the season. When Phoenix plays LA, that matters because when it comes down to getting into the playoffs and seeding, that game that happened in October against LA is going to matter for us. So you got to – I take it's a 50-50 thing here. You got to look at it like this. Outside of your division, I can kind of give you that. Anything inside your division – or a top notch in the conference it means something. And it's period. There's no other way around it. Because when you get down into the nitty gritty, that's where it comes in.
And not only that, but the Bulls are also a playoff team. Like these are two playoff teams. So that's what I'm saying. It matters. Like if you're saying it don't matter, guess what? You're the type of person who just watches highlights. Let's just call it what it is.
It don't matter to the Lakers, bro.
I'm not saying the Lakers. I'm not saying.
Okay, there you go.
If you want to say don't matter to the Lakers because of the whole history, that's fine. It is what it is. But to say the game in and of itself doesn't really matter, I think that's a little disingenuous because again, if you really look at it, like, and again, you said we don't watch till the playoffs. I to a point, I can understand that, but again, to someone who analyzes it, you don't just watch it. You don't just watch the playoffs. You watch regular season, and these are the matchups that people need to pay attention to because these are two. Like Bishop said, I think he probably said it as a joke, but people legitimately believe this year the Bulls are against the finals.
Right, now, Zach. Right.
Of course, it doesn't matter when the Lakers get whooped. I'm not touching that one because I don't want Freddie to
now on the flip side. For LA fans. If LA fans, like he said, if LA fans are in here 12-0, 13-0, it'd be a whole different storm. The NBA would be getting pushed a whole different way. ESPN would be opening up with LeBron James flying a jet with no jet, just him in the air flying around or something, with an Iron Man costume. So let's be real. But put that in perspective, because y'all LA fans, when y'all have a little bit of inches to push, y'all blow the whole scene up. So let's not downplay the fact that you guys are losing because it is the Lakers. And let's not forget though on the flip side that LeBron ain't playing. So I see it on both sides. Like it's not a huge deal right now, but let's not
That's
minimize
why I
it.
say it does not matter until this team is healthy, until LeBron's out there, and until even Austin
You know
Reeves
what?
out there.
You
It
know
doesn't
what?
matter until we healthy.
That's not misconstrued.
That's
We're
a
about to
back out
say anything
clause.
we're gonna
For
see.
me, that's not misconstrued what I'm saying. So my main premise is just to basically say that, of course, you take you take something from everything, wins, losses, everything. Even in the win, you sit up and can say like, okay, we barely won that. Like from a coach perspective, you look at every game and you pull something from it, you glean something from it. So I of course every game matters, but what I'm saying is it's early in the season, just like what Freddie is saying. You said we still don't have a full team, a full roster, which everyone expected for those expectations to basically formalize. But there's something to be taken from it, because what's to say if LeBron wasn't there or AD wasn't there? The games still have to be played, and so those times and opportunities. Hence the reason why Carmelo probably was put into the starting lineup. So he's another star that's scoring, that's providing some points. We need points on that first squad because we're lacking here. Let's see what it is. So that's what's going to happen. So okay, all games matter.
Correct.
So we can keep it satisfy everybody and keep it moving.
That's how people sound like.
But at the same time, man, AD, hey, to CEO's point, you guys, it seems like every other night you're dodging injuries by like the skin of your teeth. And I don't know what's gonna happen with AD this year, but it don't look like he gonna make it through a season.
How come he even got hurt? What are you talking about, Jay?
It don't look
ejected last night. He got ejected.
He got ejected.
Yeah, he got it. He's not getting.
Yeah, he was trying to tie his shoe. And
no, he didn't get ejected last night.
Yes, he did.
Yeah,
He didn't get ejected last
He
night.
didn't get ejected the night before.
I mean, my bad. What I meant to say,
night.
Was he didn't get hurt last night.
Right.
But every time that guy lands, it seems like he's like, oh, that was almost the one. Oh God, let me get up off the like. It seems
No,
like
don't
AD
call
is
him on
almost
here.
hurt every
I mean,
he hits the floor.
I don't think it's that extreme, but I get what you're saying, because it does, like, every time, like, you know how like when the basketball player does a layup, or like, you know, he shoots and it got blocked and he kind of lays on his butt and slides back. I have seen some people see that and like get scared, and they immediately think, oh my God, Anthony Davis is down again. So like, I get your point. It's to me, I just feel like they're kind of doing what they're doing with LeBron with AD, right? Where if he falls down, they're gonna put him on the bench. They're gonna sit him down and say, "Bro, relax, chill." Because again, this is a team right now who, as long as they're in the 6th seed, they don't care. They're just as long as they avoid the play-in, we don't care. They're not really trying to be the number 1 seed, because they're just like, bro, you put us 1 through 6, no play-in. That's kind of their goal right now. So with that being said, there's gonna be games where LeBron's gonna be healthy and he's not gonna play. There's gonna be games where Russ.
Well, let me ask you guys this. Let me ask you guys this, because I've seen it now, and I'm gonna ask Coach first, and then I'm gonna ask Freddie first, and then I want you to go afterwards, Coach. But we see the Lakers squad, and without LeBron, we see they have a three-head scorer. And no matter who the 3-head is, they have a 3-head scorer. And after that, there's a big drop off, Freddie. So like last night, and I told you, I wish that they wouldn't have moved Carmelo into the starting lineup at all. But last night, they moved Carmelo into the starting lineup. He scores 9 points, okay? But you have Anthony, Westbrook, and Tucker over 20. And then you don't get any production off the bench. So is this going to be an issue when LeBron comes back, or is Melo going to be able to get that production because he is on the bench?
No, Melo's going to come off the bench when LeBron gets back.
No,
I expect
of course.
I expect the Lakers to go back to their big lineup. Putting AD back at the 4 would make him a mixed match against the opposing team's 4, and where you have DeAndre Jordan or Dwight Howard in there. But I do expect maybe, like you said, instead of a Avery Bradley or instead of a Ken Bazemore, I will put in a Wayne Ellington in there so he can be your knockdown shooter. That way, it can help space the floor. Because one thing we know that LeBron and AD, when you add Westbrook, who's not known to be a knockdown shooter, you need to have some kind of spacing on the floor. So Wayne Ellington can add that, or even if you want to put maybe a LeBron AD at the 5, you can put Bron at the 4, and maybe insert a Malik Monk in there that 3, and then have Wayne Ellington. That spaced out the floor even more because you have 2 knockdown shooters that you have to respect. Because to me, the Lakers' key to win basketball games, and I'll say it all the time, you have to. Anthony Davis need to get him the post. I know he likes that mid range. I know he likes being at the key, but you need to put his back in the post because he's the problem in the post. You can double team him, then he can kick it out to shooters. And then one thing that Frank Vogel, and I think he's not the coach for it, he needs to go to Russ and say, hey, I need you cutting, more. I need you slashing down the middle, down the paint. Because, when you have AD and Bron, those 2 guys, those two are our 1-2 option. You are third, and some nights he's going to be the 4th option.
Yeah, no.
Steve Melo played this year.
Just to answer that, I'm going to say Serbia. They're crazy down there about their basketball. What would you say, Coach?
It's a lot of lineups you can go right here that I think can work. But if you want to keep Carmelo on the bench, which what he's been hot at, that's fine. Carmelo has been hot on the bench, so I would keep him on the bench. But it's multiple lineups that can definitely help because when you're playing with a guy like Russell Westbrook who cannot shoot, you need to provide shooting around him. So that's why I don't think, like, if DeAndre Jordan is in a starting lineup, I wouldn't think he'll work because you got DeAndre Jordan inside, and plus you cannot run a pick and roll with DeAndre Jordan at all. People know they're going to go up under screens up on Russell Westbrook. Right. They know he can't shoot, so really you can't use DeAndre Jordan in a lineup unless you want to when Trevor Ariza gets back into the flow, or if you want to keep Avery Bradley out there with Wayne Ellington. I would love that because they both could shoot. They both can give you some type of floor spacing where Russell Westbrook decides to penetrate. Can nobody come out the corner or help? And then it goes either way. And then you got Anthony Davis. Like this is the point I'm going to get to where Freddie said he takes himself out of the game because when you got smaller dudes guarding you and stuff like that, you have to abuse those guys instead of facing up, jab stepping and always popping outside shooting a jump shot. You have to deliver. That's what you was brought in for. You was brought in to be that secondary star to put some of that burden off LeBron James.
Don't you want to be an all-around player though? Don't you not, even if it's the person, and this is for everybody, not just Coach, but because Coach brought it up, I want to ask, I hear what you're saying in regards to AD. When a smaller man is on him, of course you want to post him up, but at the same time, don't you in some way want to make people fear your jump shot, fear your off the dribble?
And if you got a smaller guy upon you, you're going to create a shot for somebody else because someone is going to come double. Someone is going to have to come help. Where if it's out the corner, some of the body on that weak side in that corner is going to help because they know Anthony Davis got a smaller guy up on him. They know he's going to be able to take it better. That's why he needs to go to the post more when he has a smaller guy instead of jab stepping. Because when you're jab stepping him and shooting a jump shot, you're helping out that small defender. Your defenses want you to take that shot, and defense is just basically want you to take that shot. Yes, that's a bad shot for Anthony Davis.
It is 100%.
I think real quick, I think that's what separates a star from a superstar, because a star has all the capabilities and all the offensive tools or defensive tools as most of the superstars. But what happens is that superstar capitalizes on the mismatches, on the deficiencies of his opposer. So
we're not gonna
sit up and do what? No, that's what we're talking about directly.
I'm not touching that.
We're not about to sit up and try to say Anthony Davis not a superstar. Anthony Davis.
What the heck are you getting? Wait.
No.
Time out.
That's where
that is not what I said. My bad for you misinterpretation. That is not what I said. What I said was, and I was not done. Hold on. I was not done. What I'm saying is That's what makes Anthony Davis a superstar, is when he's able to take advantage of the deficiencies of his opposer. And what he does by stepping out on the outside, on the perimeter, when he has someone smaller on him, is he's playing into their hands.
He's basically helping them out.
Him being the superstar that he is, correct. So him being the superstar that he is,
like that,
he's to use that switch and put his back. No, next time don't interrupt me. Let me finish.
No, you said like that. Me and Paul was like, "What are you talking about?"
No. You're not gonna drive my pitch. You're not gonna drive my pitch. You let me pitch. I'm the pilot. I'm driving. We're gonna get off on my exit. So, anyways, and that's what I'm saying is that's the difference with Anthony Davis, is that I'm seeing that he's not taking advantage of the deficiencies of his opposers. And by stepping out, it really takes a lot out of him, because for one, it'll help out Russ, like Coach said, with this pick and roll, with him being on that high post more often, or being down low and being able to step up. And then you got when LeBron comes back, his slashing ability is going to draw people inside. And now you got Melo sitting out on the wing. You got Ellington sitting out on the wing. You got Bazemore sitting out on the wing that could knock down these threes. So he's really hurting the team by stepping out on this perimeter.
And he's got a bunch of better this year about being in the post.
Let me ask y'all this real quick then. And this is for everybody. So now we what 13, 14 games into the season in the NBA. Do y'all feel as though Russell Westbrook was a good fit to come to LA?
I just want to say one thing. The fact that you said that he came from Indiana, I mean,
Indiana,
that in and of itself.
Yeah, Bishop. I'm sorry, Bishop. You gonna have to repeat your question, because when I was reading that, I was stuck.
No.
Okay.
You proved that in Indiana. I mean, look, that in and of itself proves.
No, my question was, do y'all feel like, being that we 14, 15 games into the season, do y'all feel like the LA Lakers made a good move by acquiring Russell Westbrook?
We can't say that.
And me and Freddie, we agree on this. This is a fit that's very artificial. It's not natural. But when it comes to fits like that, it's going to take longer to show whether or not. Like, Freddie said, about Christmas Day, I think we will be able to see the pinnacle of this, because you need to be able to give them time to properly fit in. And it's going to take a while. And around Christmas is kind of, or maybe if you want to shorten it up and say middle of December, basically. So right now in about a month, if there's really nothing, it is what it is. Like,
we can't say it neither, because we got to think about this. Russ and LeBron have only played 4 games. It don't matter about this roster. I'm not going with that. No. I'm just saying it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what it looked like right now. What it matters is when LeBron get back, and what are those? Because guess what? We don't matter what they look like. And then you got to realize one thing that we have to recall, that to look at Russ, the last two teams he was on, he started off slow. He started off slow. This is fact. And by the second end of the season, he amped it up, and they went on a run. But I will say this is not the normal fit at all. And Anthony Davis is going to get a lot of heat if it don't work out, because they did have Buddy Hield. So, hey, we have a proven shooter. We won't rush. We can't judge this team until, like Price said, until December. We can't.
But let me say this. Y'all really think?
Hold on, Bishop J. Why? Like, why?
You ready? You ready?
Let's hear it, Jay.
You ready?
I really am curious.
You ready? Okay. All right. So how many championships LeBron got?
4.
4, ain't it? 3, 4?
Okay. Rondo got a championship?
He got 2 of them.
He got 2.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
AD got a championship now too, right?
Yeah,
I know where you're going with this.
Okay.
AD's got his first.
Right. They consider LeBron. What do they consider LeBron in the history books?
He's one of the all-time greats. No matter where you rank him.
Hey, Freddie, you better not ever say you don't know again.
Yeah,
that question.
You
better not ever say you don't know again on that question. Don't duck your head. Don't be that Homer. Hey, he was that Homer Simpson. He was that Homer Simpson gif right there, where he go back up and push. Listen,
but yeah, he's considered.
No. Hold on. He's considered top. That man right there argues number 1, but he's considered top.
Who?
The only man right here wearing a Lakers jersey on the top left.
I forgot Jim been on real talking.
Nah, he switched it. He switched it.
He's number 4
He switched
on my
it?
list, sir.
Yeah.
He switched it. I missed it, y'all. I must have missed that segment. My bad. I must have missed that segment. My bad.
You missed it in the span of a week.
He quit.
Asked Mike and Elena. He switched from MJ to Kobe to Jordan, back to Jordan. He went from it was Bron, Kobe, MJ, Kobe for a day, then back to Jordan. And if you don't believe me, go ask Elena. Go ask.
No,
Mike.
I believe you now because he even agreed. So listen,
It's
this
Jordan,
is what I'm getting.
Kobe,
This is what I'm getting at. At what point is LeBron James criticized and held to the same standards as the rest of the NBA players? Why is it that hold on? Why is it that we gotta wait till December? Why is it that nothing matters right now? Why is it that they lose? Wait, I'm not done. Why is it that they lose to Chicago and it doesn't matter? Why is everything that? Hold on, Brian. Hold on. You're deflating the oomph. Okay.
Matter of fact, we might be on the same side. So let me go back a minute.
Listen. I don't get it. And then we have Westbrook. Listen, bro, y'all. Westbrook is my dude. We're talking about a triple-double machine. We're talking about the modern day, which I'm gonna put a +1 on Oscar Robinson. Okay, we're talking about a man that plays basketball the way it should be played. Go after everything. If it comes off the rim, I don't care what position you play. The rebound is positionless. You know what I mean? So again, we're talking about some of the best players in the NBA, and you talking about give them time. We can't measure it now. Oh no. If they're all healthy, come on, guys.
That's where I'm coming with.
When are we going to consider the fact that these are professional basketball players? Carmelo Anthony is probably to this day one of the best scorers in the NBA.
Mike, Jay, that's the easy way out. What you just did. That's the easy way out.
I took the easy way out.
Yes, you took the easy way out. That's the easiest way out.
Easy way out. I'm saying AD should be able to lead the team. I'm saying Russell Westbrook is able to lead a team. I'm saying LeBron James is able to lead a team. And you want to talk about if they're able to play with each other. Easy way out.
Easiest way out. And the reason why I say that's the easiest way out.
Just don't lock the door in the cellar, man. You need to be able to get out because you're the only one down there by yourself.
Don't sit up here and say I've never hit Tim Duncan over Michael Jordan. Stop it. That's just blasphemy. That's blasphemy.
No, what he's saying, Freddie, that was sarcasm. No, you couldn't tell, but what he's saying is you switch it up a lot. Next thing you know, you can put Duncan on. That's what he's trying to say.
He had people believing it. First of all, number two, I'm responding to Jay because he came on this show talking.
That should have been number one
on a Tuesday morning. He coming here talking blasphemy on a Tuesday morning. First of all, you can't really judge a team if the team is not complete on the court. LeBron James,
they'll never be complete. You got street coach. You got street coach Davis.
Well, that's another easy way out.
Yes,
anybody. I can say that.
Yes,
but like I was saying, like I said, you can't judge this team because they have not been on the court because they've been hurt. And when we say we got to give it to December about Russell Westbrook, it's because he's going through a whole complete team. New team with new faces. He's building chemistry with his teammates.
Did Chris Paul need that time?
But that was a better fit. And here's my thing, Jay.
Oh, that was a better fit.
We're talking
about Chris Paul meeting with Devin Booker. We're talking about
better fit.
Top 15. We're talking about 3 top 15 players in the NBA right now. The same team.
Why do we have to wait, though, Freddie? Then that's Jay's whole point. Why do we have to wait until middle of December to find out?
The only reason.
Hold on, Pride. I want to let Freddie drown by himself.
All right, go ahead.
No, I don't drown. I just swim. You the one drowning. They could have written Chris Paul and Devin Booker. They're a better fit. Of course, they're supposed to fit. We're asking. This is the first time in his career that Russell.
Who's peanut butter? Who's jelly? Then
this is the first time in his career Russell came and been asked to be a number 3 guy. He's never been in his career ever been asked to be a number 3 guy. Never in his career. So Jay, you could look like that. You can have your mouth open all day long. I know when I'm dropping gems, you get surprised. I understand. But you need to damn delusional take.
Number 3,
like Big Perk say.
Freddie, I came on here for one thing.
Who's the second option?
You did say
Anthony Davis.
At one point, and just say the truth, that
Anthony Davis
MJ
is
was
the second
number
option.
5 and Tim Duncan was number 4 on your whole
Nate,
time.
I don't care what you said. I've never said that. Until
Yes,
you
you
show
did.
me
I'm
proof,
just saying
I've
the
never
truth. You
said
didn't say
that.
that.
But you can't hell on to
Nate, Nate, you're the production guy. Go ahead and pull up that segment, man. I need you to find that segment. We're gonna have Freddie
later
Truth.
today. I'll send it.
You pull it up,
All
I'll
right.
come on here and say,
I'll
I'm
count on
sorry.
you.
Pull it up.
But
Jay,
Freddie,
your
back
point,
to you
Jay.
for a second. Hold on. Carmelo Anthony doing well, ain't he?
Because he
Decent,
accepted his
yeah.
role.
Decent.
And
Did I
No,
say decent,
Carmelo
Freddie?
Anthony doing well, ain't he?
He's playing his role.
Oh.
Yeah, and that look,
Oh, so what? We could tell what Carmelo Anthony's role and what he's doing right now, but we can't tell about Westbrook, LeBron,
not a
AD,
star, Jay.
Wade
He's
Ellington.
not a star.
Come on, man.
He's not a star.
Get him, Jay. Get him,
He
Jay.
ain't getting nobody.
Jay.
You better glad I'm
Hey,
sick right
how
now.
much PTO does LeBron get a year? Because y'all is on the same bandwagon. He get excuse
Get
when he
him,
get when
Jay.
he put a
What
he put a
excuse do we
PTO.
get?
Y'all just
What
let him go.
excuse? What excuse?
Listen to you. Excuse
Don't
after
listen to
excuse. We
you.
didn't
You
use.
don't want to act
We
like
didn't
this is
use.
the first time in Russell Westbrook's career they've asked him to be a number 3.
I ain't talking about
first
Russell.
time.
hold on.
I ain't talking. Why you singling out Russell?
But because that's the problem.
Because that was the question. You bringing up a whole nother thing.
Oh,
You
so
know-
Russell's the
you
problem.
know like how
So
you
we've
already
already-
do. This
So
is
we've
the damn
already
basketball
identified the
goal,
problem?
and you move it.
Jay, hold on.
We
time out.
already identified the problem. So Russell's the problem.
I mean,
Jay,
That's my
you
question.
got,
That's
ladies
what
and
I'm
gentlemen,
asking.
boys and
Here's-
girls,
hold on, time out,
Jay
hold on.
Ness, this is what he do. This is the basketball goal, and he'll move it all over the damn court.
I like how
That's
you got
exactly what he do.
but Jay, here's my point. And again, I'm not like
I'm the goal at Peter Piper Pizza. You know it move.
Shoot. Well, it's been a while since I've been on the show with you, so I forgot your little tricks. But I caught on real quick.
Jay and Bishop. This is
Hey, don't be fumbling. Don't be fumbling on the 1 yard line. Bring it home, bro. If you got something to say, bring it home. Don't let me knock it out your hole.
Bishop, you the moderator. You need to re-inject the question. Jay must have misheard the question.
Hey, I'm gonna just get this in right quick, man. Let me just get this in right quick. What I say, Russell Westbrook will work. I don't know, but I can tell you this: like, if you put the right lineup around him, like a 5-out lineup, then I believe he'll be more dangerous because you got shooters that spread the floor. It depends on the rotation that Frank Vogel puts out there. That's what it just basically depends on. If he puts DeAndre Jordan out there, then I don't believe it will kind of work. A pick and roll scenario will work because they know Russell Westbrook can't shoot and they know to go up on the screens and to guard that lob. They know to guard the lob. So if you put the right rotation out there, the shooting rotation out there, like we were saying, Wayne Ellington starts at the 3, or you can go either Bazemore, Ariza, or Bradley. If you put more of a 5-out scenario out there for him, I believe he can thrive because he already in transition is dangerous. And he will. The only way you'll be able to defend Russell Westbrook if you play up under the basket. That's it. If you just play up under the basket, or sometimes you can do pick and pop situations with Anthony Davis, and that will work even more better. But a 5-out rotation will probably work more better for Russell Westbrook.
I'm sorry, but Damian be having me rolling, bro.
Yo, that was a good one. That was a good one. But Jay and Bishop, I want to explain to y'all why I'm saying.
Can I address the Sander thing real quick? Can I address his comment?
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay, real quick, Fried, because and listen, Sander, I hear you guys, but the echo is every single year. The echo is Hold on.
What are you talking about, Jay? Tell us what you're talking about.
I just don't understand how the Laker fans are the only ones oblivious to what I be talking about. Y'all the only ones oblivious to what I'll be talking about.
Well, what are you talking about? Hey, you take so damn long to bake the cake. You won't take me. I'll fall asleep.
It's very simple. I am not saying that LeBron should have you guys in first. I'm not dumb. I'm not Stacey. He's not here. He's not on the court. But you still have Westbrook. You still have Anthony Davis. You still have Carmelo Anthony. You still have Wayne Ellington, Bazemore. You still have a team that if LeBron was off this team, we expect them to be in the top 4, top 5 of the West. We expect them to be in the top 4, top 5 of the West. So don't change the narrative.
Why don't you?
Why don't
you, Freddie?
Thank you.
Why don't
you?
you?
Thank you, Bishop.
LeBron James not being there.
Bishop, hold on. Give me
Jay.
1 second.
No, Prod. No, hold the hell on. I'm about to file back what I got to say.
Tell me to hold on for like the last 5 minutes.
Go.
Yes, we have.
No
Damn, man. Like, y'all going down the rabbit hole with Freddie. Y'all falling for his tricks.
Because Freddie be on that BS sometimes, man. Y'all gotta Freddie be on that BS sometimes.
Here's my
Brian.
and this is the only reason why I'm saying we need to give the Lakers just a little bit more time. And the only reason I'm saying is because you brought up Carmelo Anthony. That was a horrible name to bring up because when he came in, he was told his role and immediately fell into it. Russ still doesn't have a role on this team.
How does he not have a role? What the heck are y'all waiting for then?
It's because he came in the number 3 guy, Jay.
That's why I'm saying, like, we need, and that's why I'm saying, like, listen, Russ is hard-headed. Listen,
now it's Russ's problem. So now the Lakers' problem is Russ.
Can I continue?
Yeah.
Can I continue?
Yeah.
What is the biggest problem for the Lakers? If you don't say Russell Westbrook,
Russ not producing.
Actually,
and that's what I'm saying.
I don't think it's Russ.
No, it's not Russ not producing.
He's one of the biggest.
It's not Russ not producing. It's them not having. It's them not. And I understand what you're saying with the roles because they don't have a go-to.
They do.
They don't know what it is.
Which is a Russ
Who
problem.
is it?
Because they
do have a go-to. What are you talking about, Jay?
Go-to in the big 3. And that's why they brought Russ in, and that's my point.
No, you are absolutely wrong. Both of y'all are wrong.
Freddie.
Pride.
Freddie, take a minute, relax, breathe. Your eyes about to pop out of your skull. Give Pride 2 minutes, bro. Take this walk with me. Russ is one of the biggest problems on this team. If you want to say there's another bigger problem, look, whatever it is, what it is.
Who's the biggest problem, Pride? Who's it?
I think one of the biggest problems is Russ.
I agree.
Thank you. That's my point. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Thank you, Sander. Thank you. Because Jay just talking.
That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to give him a little bit of time because again, this is a weird fit. Jay, you know how? Listen, I got 2 kids, right? And I bought my oldest daughter one of those little things where it's like a shape and you got to put the shape in, right? Have you ever tried to put a square into a circle? It don't work. It really don't. And that's what they have here.
So that's failure by the management.
But and if you want to say
it's not by the man, it's by LeBron James and Anthony Davis.
It's by LeBron. Hold on. No. It's by LeBron. And the reason I'm saying it's by LeBron is because LeBron went and told them, hey, yo, we need to go get Russ. Which is kind of the second point. You're saying we don't hold Bron that stint. No.
Failure still to the management, listening to the player and executing the players.
You act like your management don't listen to Chris Paul and Devin Booker. You out of your mind. They don't
Hold on,
Don't be that dude.
Hold on, Freddie. Let's give him that.
So the management either wins by listening or loses by listening.
Don't be that dude, Jay. Don't be that dude.
I'm not even gonna argue with that. I'm gonna give him that point. It's still.
No, I'm gonna give him that point. You can, but I'm not dropping it.
I'm gonna give him the point.
I don't drop the ball.
If it fails, Bron's still gonna take responsibility because if Bron doesn't say nothing, they don't go get Russ. And you can even put AD in the same sentence. If both of them don't go to management and say we gotta go get Russ, this trade doesn't happen.
That's fine. And Anthony Davis and LeBron had multiple meetings with each other, so you knew that was going to happen. So if LeBron wanted Russ, then you got to factor that in. That's on LeBron because LeBron wanted him there. When Buddy Hill would have been better, would have probably been a better fit. Would have been so far of a better fit than
right. And Jay, to answer your point. I do like if you want to say it's part, you can blame the
organization. Then you got to point that as well. You can blame both of them. You can blame both. It goes both ways.
No, you can't.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
You know why?
Listening to LeBron. Listen to LeBron. It goes both ways. It goes both ways.
No, hell no.
Listen. I'm gonna tell you what. LeBron wanted Russell Westbrook in the organization. Listen, it called off the trade. It called off the trade. Buddy Hill trade. That's why Buddy Hill not even in LA right now. Because he called it off.
You know why you can't blame the organization? You know why? It's because they do the same thing Tampa do with Tom Brady. Guess what? Brady said, you know what? I want AB. Hey, I want Gronk. I want this. And guess what they did? They do.
But he got guys actually that fit. He got guys actually that fit in the system.
That is the new era of sports. The Bob Pelinka had Buddy Hill, a better proven three-point shooter, ready for them. And guess what? Bron and AD said, no, we want Russ. And guess what? What do you do to keep your superstar happy? You listen. So don't bring me that blasphemy on this show. I'm sick, and I'm not trying to be this dude right now.
I agree with you, but at the same token, go ahead, Pride. I agree with you, but at the same time, I feel like they both at fault. You ain't gonna.
And the general manager and Rob Pelinka signed the check. Signed off on the deal. He signed off on the deal.
But when you do it, Coach John says,
no, I would make that Buddy Hill deal. I would make the Buddy Hill deal. I would make that deal. No, because this is the best for this team. It's what best
You
for the
listen
team in
to your
the right
franchise player at the end of the
I
day.
don't care if he is the franchise
Listen,
player.
hold on, I just want to say one thing real quick.
Say that.
I want to say one thing real quick. I want to say I understand,
Fred.
Freddie, what you're saying. We live in a world where the superstars really dictate, and I understand that. The only thing I have to say is management wasn't in a position where they had to listen to Bron because they
Yes, they did.
No, hold on.
We see what's going on in Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers wants like he have more control.
So as I was saying, they signed Bron to an extension. They had him locked down. So it's
That don't mean
they
nothing.
have to listen to him and they have to keep him a piece. Kind of what he did with Cleveland. He was signing these 1 years, so that way he had more leverage or anything like that.
That don't mean nothing, Brian. We see Aaron Rodgers on the contract.
The Lakers don't really need to do that at the time. They didn't really need to do that. So that's why.
Yes, it does not mean nothing, Pride.
They got
Freddie, you're clipping out your mic. Like every other word is we can't hear you because you're screaming so much.
That's me. I'm muting him. That's me. That's Pride's doing.
Pride.
But at the end of the day, you got to do both. Like you can't just say, "Oh yeah, it's on one." It's got to be on both because management can straight up
correct,
say, bro. Listen, Bron, we did you a favor and got AD. We didn't have to do that. We did you a favor because it worked for the both of us. Can you trust us this one time? And considering how things was going for AD and for Bron, he should have said, you know what? You guys got Buddy Hield, and on top of that, they could have also got DeMar DeRozan. Like that was also.
So here's my point. So here's my point of all this. So here's my point. Now that we wrapped all this around, I don't care what you think. Now that we wrapped all this around, you guys have just threw all your hats into my pot. What I'm trying to say is, I'm not listening to you. What I'm trying to say is, that Pride, you made the notion this Westbrook's fault. Okay, so you put fault on it. So why do we have to wait to December? Then we have Freddie saying it's LeBron's fault. Hold on. I wasn't asking for the interruption. He said Freddie just said it's LeBron's fault that we did not get Buddy Hield and we went ahead and got Westbrook. That was LeBron's fault.
Take control of your show.
Here's the thing.
What was your question, Bishop?
And here's the thing. This was the question.
No, that was not the question.
Let me repeat the question. My question was for everybody on the panel. Do y'all feel as though it was a mistake for the Lakers to get Westbrook?
No, that was not the question.
Exactly what I'm saying. Exactly what I'm saying is why do we have to wait to December to make any type of educational analysis on it?
Jay,
no, hold on.
Jay, real quick.
Screaming don't win anything.
Jay,
anyways, so hold on, Pride.
No, because you're kind of misinterpreting it. I'm not saying you can't make an opinion now. I'm just saying the picture won't be. At least, it's not going to be fully painted until December because
it's not going to be fully painted until April.
Well, but at the same time, you need the picture to be at least 70-75%.
No,
done.
you could take a synopsis of what's been going on, and you in Pride, you even pointed out, and coaches pointed out, and Freddie has pointed out, each have pointed out separate issues that have revolved around Westbrook. You guys have you did.
Don't say Freddie. I haven't pointed out nothing. Don't say Freddie.
No, you Freddie. Your exact words were that he doesn't know his role and he hasn't been able to get into it.
No, that was not my point.
And I said I actually don't know. I said I actually don't know. I can't tell because, like I say, it depends on the rotations you put around Russell Westbrook. It depends on who you got on the floor with him. That's what I'm coming down to. And so Russell Westbrook is one of the problems. He's one of the problems. He's not the whole issue. He's not the whole issue. He's not the whole issue.
And that's where I'm coming at with. And that's where I came at with Bishop when I was saying that the problem with and I feel like it's Lakers fans majority, but it's the media in general when they talk about the Lakers is they give them these passes, just like Freddie tried to give the Lakers organization a pass for listening to LeBron and going after Westbrook. If that's the case,
that's the truth, Jay. That is the truth.
No, Freddie, listen, Freddie. If the Patriots were listening to Brady and they weren't winning titles, they were losing. They were failing. If the Patriots are listening to Brady and they're winning titles, they're winning. There's no other side. It's still a one or two sides. You brought Brady up.
No,
that's why
in today's sports, I don't know where you thinking that the Suns go to Chris Paul and say, "Hey, what do you think about this?" Guess what? They're going to listen. When you talk
I don't
about
know. Freddie likes yelling. He thinks that he wins by yelling louder. He's the only one in his room, but he's yelling
because he don't feel like he have any control of that.
No, and I get what you're saying.
You can listen. You can listen. That don't mean you have to sign off on it. If you can listen, you can listen all day. I don't give a damn. You ever superstar. You can listen. That don't mean you have to sign off on it.
Y'all are all wrong on this. And what I said,
you can listen. It's just like listening to Aaron Rodgers. I can listen to him. That don't mean I have to sign off on it.
And to correct you, Jay, I did not say about the Rose. That was pride. That was me. So you were wrong about that. What I said was, we wait till December because that's
the only thing I'm wrong about.
Yeah, you're wrong about a lot of things. But you think you're right, but you're wrong about a lot of things.
Like I was saying,
that what I said was, this is the first time in Russell Westbrook's career that he was asked to be the number 3 guy. This team is not healthy, and so they're trying to figure everything out. That's what I said. And you can't judge this team into the playoffs.
Hey, stop putting your mouth on the mic.
I mean, Freddie, injuries happen every day in the sport, though. Mm-hmm. Injuries happen every single day. You still got a good enough team where you can at least compete. You still have a good enough team.
Point.
It's different. It's different. It's different styles. You still have a good enough. Yes, you still should be at least 4 or 5 or 6 seed. But it's a whole organization to team thing while this team is struggling. You're not putting the right rotations. So you're not putting the right rotations out there. You got guys just Russell Westbrook just throwing up shots. And I mean, if you just put the right rotations around this guy, no offense, no ball stalls. It's either Anthony Davis, it's ISO or Russell Westbrook. So again, you gotta put the right rotations around this guy.
That's not their question. He's a coach.
When's the last time y'all seen a half-court play?
Go ahead.
So when you're building a house, coach, when you don't have a strong frame, what would happen? What would happen?
You gonna follow what?
Ask Anthony Davis. His ankles.
So no, Jay. I'm asking Coach Dante a question, so not you. So LeBron is the backbone of this team. So our backbone is away from this team. So things are falling apart. It's doing exactly what it should be doing.
LeBron way too much credit, bro.
But you had an injury last year with LeBron, and they still made the playoffs. They still made the playoffs. You had an injury last year with LeBron. LeBron was injured.
In the year
they still made the playoffs.
They won with LeBron.
Tell him, coach.
And AD. So
they still made the playoffs. So what's the difference? Now you got a top point guard of all time. Top point guard of all time. You still got Anthony Davis on the court.
I'm not listening. You guys are reacting before you hearing what I'm saying.
I am hearing you.
You're not hearing me.
Yes, I am hearing.
Anthony Davis.
We are all telling you the same thing.
Jay, I don't care what you tell me because you're 25. Anthony Davis is our best player. Facts. But LeBron James is our backbone. He keeps things together. He keeps controlling. He keeps everything. He's the leader.
So let me ask you guys. Hold on.
We're gonna take this. We're gonna take this. We're gonna take this. We're gonna move.
Okay, this is the last one. Let me ask you this, Freddie. If that's the case, so then let's remove Westbrook from the question, and let's say because we already got that. So was it the Lakers? Was it on them because they let go of Caruso? Because they let go of Harrell? Because they let go of Kuzma? Because they let go of these other guys in replace of guys like that you don't like Bazemore, then Ellington, and then like Avery Bradley.
So here you go. Put words.
You said you would have preferred a few other people, and Bazemore was trash. Those were your.
When did I say that? When did I say that?
I can't remember who said it.
You said Bazemore was trash.
I didn't say that.
He said Bazemore was trash, and he wasn't playing right.
I did not say I would prefer other players than Ken Bazemore. Don't put words in my mouth, Jay. Don't do that.
I'm gonna have to pull that segment up.
That's right.
So I believe we did say me and Freddie said we recommend Trevor Ariza more than Bazemore.
That's what I said.
It's not getting the job done.
Correct. So and Bazemore was trash. Those are the words that Freddie said.
I did not say one thing that I would have preferred we get somebody else.
To be fair to Freddie, he has not.
Actually, you did. You did say.
No, I did not.
We were talking about.
Yeah, he has not wanted the backup.
We were talking about Hield.
Nope. Nope.
We were talking about
I
Hield
didn't bring your
during this segment.
Kent Bazemore was not even in the conversation with Buddy Hield. Try again, Jay.
No, but we were talking about the 3-point shooters of putting them on the floor and who LA got for a 3-point
But I didn't mention
shooter.
anything about Kent
And you
Bazemore.
said you would have preferred them to have
Him over Russ.
We were talking
That's
about
what I
Kent Bazemore.
said. Not over
and him
Kent
having
Bazemore.
no points. That was the game we were talking about. But anyways,
Jay, no,
but the point of the
you need to
question is
rewatch that episode because you got confused.
okay. But the point of the question is, again, you're not trying to knock off the question, you're dodging it. Move Russell out of it. So now is it on the Lakers because they got rid of those other players that were performing and they got this batch that hasn't done anything?
But here's the thing: so a lot of the players that they got rid of was to get somebody else. And what I mean by that is when you're talking about Montrezl.
No, I know that. That's the whole point. We're exchanging. We're talking about the exchange of the lesser, not
This
Russell.
is the same
We already
question
moved him
we
out
had
of
just
this.
a minute ago. I'm not
So
entertaining
everybody
this
else.
Freddie's take.
This
No,
same
Russell's out of
question.
it.
I mean,
This
look,
was, no, it wasn't. He was a part of that deal. So this is the
yeah,
same
you can't
question.
take him. Wait, or do you mean if they had traded for Buddy Hield? Like, is this a different conversation? Is that what you're?
No, because you guys are saying Russ needs more time. He doesn't have a role, but you guys got 5 other players. What about them?
I mean,
The role
They haven't
player.
done anything neither.
That's what I was
They're
saying.
doing that
It has to be the right rotation around Russell Westbrook. I don't believe they're putting the right rotations around them. So I don't know if it's not going to work or not. But like I said again, he's definitely a big problem, but he's not the whole problem of this team.
Right.
It's not the whole problem. He's not the whole problem of this team.
But what I said, I'm not going to answer this question because this is the same question you just asked just a
All
minute
right,
ago.
let's
I'm
move
not
on.
entertaining.
Let's move on. We agree to disagree. Out of the games out of the NBA games on yesterday, which game outside of maybe the Laker and the Bulls game, which game was the biggest shocker to y'all? Not just Russ, Jay. Whole need time.
Thank you.
Which game was the biggest surprise to you on the NBA games last night?
I mean,
Outside of the Laker and Bulls game.
I mean, the Celtics won. I mean,
I think that Dallas beating Nuggets by 10 was decent.
Prayers out to Luka Doncic, man. Hope that dude's not seriously
Yeah,
hurt.
he did go down.
Washington coming back to beat the Pelicans from down.
I think that was the one for me.
And like I said again, Kyle Kuzma and Montrezl Harrell, they're fucking happy over there. I'm not going to be honest, not trying to rub it in the Lakers' face, but they're happy. They're happy over there, man. You can see a different vibe with Bradley Beal. You can see just guys wanting to play with each other and have something to prove. Spencer Dinwiddie definitely makes a difference at that point guard situation. Dallas Bertans coming off that bench, a sharpshooter. Montrezl Harrell. I mean, this guy's a dog. I mean, I love this Washington Wizards team, but it just seemed like Kyle Kuzma, I said he just needed to change. And like I say, look what the Wizards are. Nobody expect the Wizards to be in first place at this moment.
And I just want to be petty. Just for the Suns barely beating the Minnesota Timberwolves. I mean, my bad. My bad.
Yo, you petty. You so petty.
Look,
Yo,
Bishop.
You
messing with Jay. Hey, you messing with Jay.
Hey, yo, Bishop, there was a special game.
Hey, we accept the pettiness. We're talking about W's, instead of L's. So. Anyways,
Bishop, there's 2 games that were.
Hey, but I will like to.
Go ahead. Okay.
He got two different.
No,
codes.
go ahead.
New York and LA, 2 different.
I had 2 games near and dear to my heart. So first of all, the Celtics, right? I wanted to see if we were gonna become, the Boston Schroeders, because I thought we was gonna fumble this lead against the Cavs again, right? Barely won.
I was gonna bring that game up too.
Yeah, but the second game that was near and dear to my heart, and I coach, this is for you, man. Trailblazers, man. I'm telling you, one of these days, at one point, man, I hope the Trailblazers make the playoffs. And I just want you to have to come on here and talk about this, as you call it, joke of a franchise. Your exact words.
Yeah, I'm gonna still say they're a joke of a franchise. They may make the playoffs, but they're gonna get bounced. They're gonna get their ass bounced out the first round. So it's still gonna be the same scenario. Then, like I said they may make the playoffs. They're not gonna make it no more than the 8th or 7th seed and get bounced out the play-in tournament or the first round of the playoffs. So what good does Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum? What good does it? That's something they always been. They're a joke of a franchise, and I think they just need Damian Lillard just need a change of scenery right now. Maybe Philadelphia may be a spot that he needs to go to help out Joel Embiid, but other than that, If Portland still make the playoffs, you'll still see Coach Dante on ASAP in the morning saying they still a goddamn joke. And like I say, they're gonna be bounced out the first round. They're gonna be bounced out the first round.
To
They're not
answer your
gonna make
question,
no further.
Mike, because of Kevin freaking Durant. That dude is having. He's the cheat code this season.
Yeah.
Go look at that dude's numbers this year.
I don't even know why he's saying that, Freddie. Like, why? Come on, like they doing what the Nets are doing right now is what the Lakers should be doing. To be honest with you, if you want to answer,
correct, and they don't got Kyrie.
Doing is what the Lakers should be doing.
I will say this. In terms of
And they ain't got Kyrie.
They ain't got their backbone either, Jay.
in terms of defense, they're not.
Oh my
defensively,
Jesus!
They do
You
have.
calling on the right person.
But we will say this: offensively, when you have Kevin Durant, who I think right now you could make a legitimate case as the best player in the world right now.
You can.
You could make that legitimate case
without question.
And when you have him with even let's say LeBron was still who he was, KD's at worst the second best player on the planet. When you have a guy like that, you have a chance. You know what I mean? Like again, Absolutely. This is year 2 with them. Again, defensively, They're not the best. But the thing is with that team, you don't got
not with Harden out there.
Yeah, we're hard not though.
Yeah, but the thing is, you don't gotta be the best. You just gotta be like middle of the pack because
no. Pride. When you can trade points back and forth, and you're scoring threes and they're scoring twos, that's automatically win. So
that's true.
Kevin Durant is just a bad mamma jamma.
Pride, I want to comment on that. A few years ago when LeBron was in Cleveland, I had LeBron still as the best player in the game, but I said then, "Hey, Kevin Durant's on those heels." Yes. Kevin Durant's on his heel. Mm-hmm. I think that injury kind of slowed it down, but I think we're getting back to that where
KD.
it might be KD right here and LeBron.
But I think Freddie, to your point,
facts.
To your point, back then, the only thing that really separated LeBron and KD back then was LeBron's playmaking skills, and I think that since KD's injury. Yeah, and I think since KD's injury, since he was limited a little bit physically when he first came back, I think he created more. He adapted to be more capable in the playmaking area. So
well,
he has a lot
more to his LeBron on that, though. I still give LeBron.
Yeah, of course. LeBron's
of course. I still think LeBron is the best player in the world right now. I still think he's the best player in the world. But it seemed like that AC after Kevin Durant injury, he didn't miss a beat. It just seemed like he got better. He just got better. That just made him tougher and stronger. It just seemed like that injury just got him better.
Harden is not trash. I don't know where.
Hey, I gotta before I leave out of here. Yeah, Harden is not trash at all. He just doesn't play defense.
I gotta break the lead for Pride real quick.
He's out. He left real quick.
No, I'm back.
But real quick, before I get out of here, one thing. Let's give big ups to Ricky Rubio, though, guys.
Bro,
let's talk about a guy who has not been a scorer his whole career, and is taking this role in Cleveland and flourishing. I mean, he's hit career highs, I think 3 times this year already. And the dude is bad. And that, to Pride's point, bringing up that Boston Cleveland game last night, it was a battle the whole way through, and for them to only lose by 6. To when, to me, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown are playing like top 5 players in the NBA currently. So that's a big win for them, and Ricky Rubio's doing his thing, man. And also, like I said last night, guys, before we got off yesterday, San Francisco was going to beat the Rams, like I said.
We got some breaking news, and this goes to Pride. Because, Mike yesterday morning was praying. He said, "Oh, please, God, don't let him be here." But, Pride, he's been kind of doing the same thing, But Adrian Wojnarowski just reported that King James will be back this Friday.
Okay.
This Friday.
All right.
The King is putting back on the
and
ground.
to that ASAP world,
all right.
I'm signing off. You guys enjoy the rest of the show.
Hey, Jay, that's the question before you leave, my brother. In 2 weeks, I want you back on the morning show, me and you, and we need to revisit these topics that we talked about today.
The Lakers got the Celtics on Friday.
Yeah. and the TD card. Can we do this again, Jay? I would love to do it.
Oh, is 2 weeks gonna be December 1st or something?
It don't matter. We'll be in December.
So in 2 weeks it'll be December 1st. I ain't gonna lie.
Absolutely.
Hey, Michelle, you mark that one on that calendar, December 1st. We gotta see where the Lakers is at December 1st.
Where the Lakers at then. Absolutely.
How
But the
about
Lakers got the Celtics on Friday.
Hey, but
they got the Lakers.
hey, big up Sanders, Damian, Anthony in the chat. Appreciate you guys, but I'm up out of here.
Mike, sit down. You too happy. I'm not
appreciate
looking at our main chat until you calm down.
Is he
That
blowing
dude too
up?
happy.
Is he blowing up?
Well, so that is breaking news because I'm sure a lot of, especially these Laker fans, are happy to hear that LeBron is going to be back.
Mhm.
Like I said, they do have the Celtics on Friday, so
Yeah.
that's going to be a good game to see. You know how they gonna fare coming up against the Celtics on Friday.
Oh, y'all need to go sign a center. Y'all better go sign a center.
But here's the we are what we are at this point.
AD by the
I don't think we're a bad team. I just think we're playing way below our expectations. You know, Jason Tatum, he is going through a shooting slump, but it's like that game, I don't know. I really don't know. And it's mostly because I don't know if is Russ going, do his Russ thing, but at the same time, it's like I love Jason Tatum, but is Jason Tatum going to do his thing, or is he going to do the other thing he's been doing when continue to shoot a slump? So, for Lakers fans having Bron back, that is great news, but it still doesn't negate the fact that if we're going to be honest, there really hasn't been that much improvement with Russ in this offense. He still kind of looks lost in translation. Like, he looks lost. Like, he does not fit here at all. Like, and people keep saying, "Oh my God, it's because Bron isn't in the lineup." And the question I have is, it doesn't matter if LeBron is in the lineup right now. He's not. If you have Russ have a role, then bring Bron back to kind of fit him away in any way, shape, or form. I feel like it's more basically the point I'm trying to say. It's easier to fit LeBron in the offense than it is to fit Russ. You might as well have Russ do something, have some type of role, then insert LeBron, who kind of is smart and just can look around and saying, here's what I'm needed, here's what I'll do, this, that, and third. They're not doing it. I don't know. And it's like, again, I like Bron, but I've said this before, and here's the problem with it. The people who keep saying that, it's Russell Westbrook. Again, that's a casual take because this isn't 2012 anymore. Like this isn't that same dude. This is a guy who now needs to take a back seat to win. He's not doing it, so it's like, you know what I mean? Like, come December, if this picture still ain't looking right, the Lakers are gonna have a legit conversation. They're gonna have between there's gonna have to be the front office, LeBron, AD, and Russ. They're gonna have to sit down and figure it out because Russ not coming off that bench. Because if he does, he's probably gonna be eighth. Let's call it what it is. He won't go over Carmelo. And if THT ain't starting, if they don't give him the start or not, he might be the next one coming off that bench. So it's kind of like in this weird position where you gotta start Russ. Yeah. And it is what it is. But again, it's Russell Westbrook. So I guess he's great. You know what I mean? Like, he can fit anywhere. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, settle down, bro. It's not 2012 no more, bro. We're in 2021. The last two numbers got flipped, bro. Relax. Like,
no doubt.
When I say this, bro, if they make the playoffs, I think they're losing in the first. I really do. Just this team, the way it's designed and everything like that, I don't really have faith unless they trade Russ and get something else, maybe. But with Russ on this team,
that's why I agree with you at Pride. I don't feel like these Lakers. I don't feel like my whole reason behind asking that question is I felt like they didn't need Russ. I felt like that wasn't a good fit. I didn't think that. To me, them bringing in Russ was no different than Russ, KD, and Harden. So we all seen how that happened in OKC. They never could finish off. They never could finish. So I really didn't see Russ coming in there and making a huge impact with the Lakers team. I didn't see it. I truly believe what's his name would have been a better fit. What would you say?
Buddy Hield.
Buddy Hield would have been a better fit.
Even listen, like that's the name we keep throwing up. Even if they just got DeMar DeRozan, all they needed was a third
that too.
guy.
DeMar would have been a good fit too. Yeah.
All they needed was a third guy. That's all they needed. They just needed a third guy who was.
Yeah, but Russ wasn't that third guy. he wasn't the dude.
But I'm just saying, like Buddy Hield would have been probably the perfect
Oh
fit
no,
with
100%. He would have been.
DeMar DeRozan, because DeMar DeRozan is someone that do needs the ball to kind of be effective. While you got Buddy Hield on the perimeter who can come off screens and be that extra shooter and stuff like that. But that's why I say it's more organization and LeBron. If you're a superstar, I don't care. If you don't sign off on it, you don't sign off on that paper. You don't. You can listen. You can give anybody. You can give them a listen. That doesn't mean you have to sign off. It's what's best for this team, and Buddy Hield was best for this team. Would have been basically a perfect fit, not just because of the name and the guy wanted him to come to LA and he's from LA all his life. Not just because you want a certain guy to come win a championship. Buddy Hield would have probably been a perfect fit for this team. Instead, now Russell Westbrook game is built off. Like I say, you got to put guys that can shoot around him, like in Houston. The Rockets trade away Clint Capella. You know why? Because that takes away a lot of pick and roll situations. All of a sudden, you put PJ Tucker and the reason them in the fold and Robert Covington. Now you got a 5-out rotation where Russell Westbrook can get in the paint, where he can break down the defense, shoot those mid-range shots, and you know guys won't come up and help. That's why Russell Westbrook was so good that second half before that COVID year came out. So it's all about putting the right rotations around this guy and stuff. But he's definitely a problem of the team. Is he the whole problem? No, it's basically the organization, the front office too. Problem for the pieces that's put around these players and the inconsistency of shooting around these guys.
And again, I get why they like the front office got Russ. You know what I mean? I understand, but like you guys said, when LeBron tells you something, I understand.
You listen.
You listen, but you also need to understand and say, you know what, Bron, we understand you want him. This guy would fit way better. There's times, you got to put your foot down. Because, look, I like LeBron.
But this is my thing, Pride. I hear what you're saying, but just think, one thing we do not know is none of us or anyone that we know of was in that office when they had this conversation. So my question to you, Pride, as well as you, Coach, as well. When LeBron came into the office to the manager and said, hey, we need to get Russell Westbrook, what do you feel like it was a whole lot of lobbying for Russell to come in? And did the management say, hey, look, I feel what you're saying, LeBron. However, there are people out there who could probably be a better fit within our organization to help us move in a direction in which we're going to. And whereas LeBron came back with saying, no, but I really feel like we should really, 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 really go get Westbrook. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, and here's the thing. First and foremost, by the way, gentlemen, if you ever have a moment, please go look at the group chat. Nate found the video of Freddie saying he's got Tim Duncan over MJ. True story. He dropped it in the group chat. So whenever you find intelligent men have a moment,
Freddie, you've been exposed. You've been exposed.
And yo, Nate timestamped it too. Whoa, so he's like, you ain't gotta watch the full episode. Go here. So listen, bro. Not all heroes wear capes, and today, Nate, your hair gonna be
Nate like the great, the hero.
You are a hero today, my guy.
Nate, good look.
But to your thing, again, I wasn't in there, so I don't know. Based on how everything sounded like, they were gonna get Buddy Hield. Then they found out Russ was available, and Bron said we're gonna get Russ, and they were just like, okay.
You think it was that simple? You feel like that's how it was?
Yep.
From my understanding, based on what I've read and everything, because I had the same question. I'm like, there had to be a conversation. Based on everything, LeBron and AD went up to Rob Pelinka and Jeannie and was like, look, Russ is available. Let's go get him. And they were kind of like, okay, what do you think about Buddy? They were like, send that same trade package to Washington. That was the conversation. There was really no, don't you think Buddy Hield would fit better? From what I'm understanding, what I read, there was really no conversation. The only conversation really was, are we stopping the talk with Sacramento for Buddy? That really was, and it wasn't even a conversation. They asked, both of them said, nah, we getting Russ. And they were like, okay. They picked up the phone, and then they got Russ. Like, that's really how it was. And again, like I said, I understand with LeBron, you know what I mean? Like, I love LeBron. I really do. I have nothing but respect for him in the world. Him and MJ have this weird thing. They're great on the court. When it comes to putting teams together, they have no idea what they're doing. They really don't. It's this weird thing. Same thing is how it was the first year in LA when he was getting all the. He had Lance Stevenson, Michael Beasley, a bunch of like ragtag type of players. You know what I mean? And I like Bron, but he's gonna have to wear this one. And
this is why I respect Jordan a way lot, because to me, Jordan worked with what he had. He never said, "Go get this for me. Go get that for me. Go get this for me." LeBron has always said, "Go get this for me. Go get that for me. Go get this." Even with something that's not working, he always said it.
LeBron never really had to do. Well, I'm sorry, LeBron. MJ never had to do that because he had a front office that understood what he needed.
See, that's what I'm saying.
So that's why I feel like it's kind of unfair to hold that against Bron, because outside of Miami, Bron never really had a front office who kind of was like, "Oh, we got to go get." You know what I mean? Like, maybe now the Lakers, but even then they're kind of saying, "Oh yeah, Bron, what do you want?" type of thing. You know what I mean? But just I'm just gonna end it with this, man. It's to me, bro, it's this weird thing where, people just look at name value. That's it. You know what I mean? Like they're like, a lot of people who think they cover the sport, they're just casuals. They hear the name Russell Westbrook and immediately work. And it's like, if you think that, you don't watch basketball, you just sit down and watch the highlight reels. But keeping with the NBA, we got 3 games today, which solid games. Bishop, I'm glad you're back. We're going to get into the 3 games you got. So it's going to be Warriors and Nets, which I think will be a good one. That's at 7:30. At 10 o'clock. Well, I'm talking 7:30 my time. I'm on the East Coast. So 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. At 10 p.m. Eastern time is the Sixers and Jazz. And then 10:30 p.m. Eastern time is going to be the Spurs and Clippers. So obviously Spurs and Clippers, we're not.
Obviously, you're gonna go with Warriors and Nets on this one, man.
Which is really gonna be the game of the night. Warriors, Sixers and Jazz.
Yep, definitely. Kevin Durant playing his old team again. James Harden playing on side of Kevin Durant, and you got Patty Mills, who's a veteran and a 2-time champion on this team. And I'll say again, the Nets don't play as much defense, but again, hey, they got a lot of firepower on their offensive side of the basketball. So the Golden State does. So it's going to be an interesting battle. It's going to be like a heavyweight fight. It's going to be an interesting championship bout tonight. So I'm very interested of seeing this game and how this game is going to play out. So again, man, this is going to be the game of the night. I know Utah and 76ers is going to be good too, but it's nothing going to be like the Warriors and Brooklyn Nets tonight, man.
I totally got to agree with a coach, man. This is a definitely watch game right here between the Warriors and the Nets. Don't get me wrong, the Sixers and the Jazz game is going to be a real good game too, and I'm glad they kind of like the Warriors and Nets are playing at 6:30. Then you can go right into the 76ers and the Jazz game. Right. So that's good. If I had to choose in these games, I'm definitely going with the Nets, and I don't know who I'm going with the Jazz and 76ers. That's a good one. What you call back for the Sixers?
Joel Embiid. Let's see. I know Danny Green won't be playing. Let me see how it's looking. As of Monday, the 5 Sixers were ruled out, which all of them being Danny Green, Joel Embiid, and Thibault. I guess they're still
taking the Jazz on that one.
Protocol. Ben Simmons, obviously, and then Grant Riller. He's also going to be out. So remember how I said it was going to be a good game? Yeah, I bloody lied. Yeah. But I mean, I'm with you guys. It's going to be Nets and Warriors. And my thing is, people have been killing Golden State. People who don't understand what they're talking about, who pretend that Golden State has had an easy road. That they just keep saying that, and then when it comes to this, they're playing Brooklyn. It's a true test. It really is. It is. It's a test where
it is.
You know what I mean? If they get this win, you know what I mean,
on the road,
that matters. So, but again, Bishop, Coach, it's November, so it doesn't count. You know what I mean? It's November.
Be petty.
I'm gonna be petty because me personally, when someone tells me that's a red flag. That's a red flag. Don't talk to those people. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
I totally agree with that. I
You know
totally
what
agree
I
with
mean?
you.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Because
Like,
again, this isn't like, you know, if let's say the Nets had played the Magic, right? Then okay, you can make an argument. But when it's two playoff teams and you saying it doesn't count, you definitely just watch highlights and you swear on it that since you just watch highlights, Lance Stevenson is a legit difference maker. So that's kind of all I gotta say about that. But I will say this when it comes to this game. I expect Steph and KD to like, I don't think they hate each other, but they're gonna play like they hate each other.
right.
I got expectations that these guys are gonna go nuts on each other, that they're gonna go wild. They gonna, you know what I mean? Like KD's gonna hit a three, and Steph gonna be like, no. He gonna hit one, and there's gonna be a nice.
Oh, it's gonna definitely be the battle of the shooters.
Oh,
Sure.
100%. I do want to bring up one thing because
What's
again,
up?
someone said, why do people make a hell of an excuse for LeBron? I don't understand. Has anyone here given LeBron an excuse for any reason at all?
No, I don't like. I'm one of those type of people. I don't make excuses for people, man. I just don't do it. I mean, you still got Russell Westbrook them over there, man. That can that's supposed to be good enough and to lead your team when a certain person like that is out. Injuries happen every day in a game of basketball, football, and baseball. You're gonna always have some type of injury. I mean, they made the playoffs without LeBron last year, so I mean, it's still going to take some more time. But again, I'm going to say it over and over again. It's about putting the right pieces in and putting the right rotations in around these guys to make these guys successful and stuff like that. But again, I don't make excuses for anybody that is playing. I don't make excuses for the Rockets because they're young. They shouldn't be losing on the same damn mistakes every single night. They should not be losing. I don't give a damn if they're young. So I'm holding everybody accountable.
What about Portland?
Oh, Portland, they still the same thing. Farts, no matter if they win or lose, they make the playoffs. They get bounced. They get their ass bounced out of the first round. Simple as that. Nothing more. Easy, nothing more. Just like a relationship, nothing more.
Yeah, we like. I will say this. November come December 1st. I want to see how Russ fits. It's gonna be. I'm gonna be worried. You know, that's kind of when you should be worried. If, you know,
By November, by December.
Here's the thing: the problem with it is people say, "Oh yeah, LeBron's not back." That's a problem because the thing is, you need to make sure that Russ can fit with both Bron and AD.
And that's what my question was.
That's
That's
massive
the whole
issue.
question, bro.
That's an issue because, you know, people say, "Oh yeah, well, you know, if Rondo, how can you possibly?" That's still an issue, you know.
That's the whole issue. That was my whole point.
Because the thing is, because with Bron out, Russ is still playing without a role. He's still kind of playing role-less. And again, some people say, "Oh, that makes no sense." The only people who say it doesn't make sense are frankly people who just don't watch the game, you know. But if you watch Russ, he kind of looks out of it. You know what I mean? When LeBron comes back now with that big three, it's going to be interesting to say the least. It's, you know. But at the end of the day, we all agree here. It was. I'm not gonna say it was. I wasn't a fan of it. I'm gonna give him an opportunity because, like I said, this is artificial. As I try to put a square block in a round hole, you know, you're gonna have to shave off the corners and round it out before it fits. Let's see if they can do that with Russ. The reason I'm designating it because Jay said that we need to wait till April, and I don't think we should. If you're Lakers, you shouldn't wait till April. And the reason I'm saying is because if you're coming around Christmas time and it's still not working, now, like I said, there's going to be the conversation because the trade deadline is in February. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's February 10th. I think it is
somewhere around there.
Yeah, it's basically like, you know, around the middle-ish of February, and at that time, you're going to have to consider trading him. If it's not working out, that's going to be a conversation they're going to need to have with themselves. So that's why I'm saying we need to wait till like December to see. And if the picture is still looking ugly, then you're going to have to take it down and go to the store, get some new materials, and figure it out. And by the way, just because I'm going to say this, Dante, because just because Kent Bazemore has 0 points, goes 0 across the board, doesn't mean he's trash. Let's knock it off. I
didn't say he's trash. You just shouldn't be having that many minutes and not producing like that. I know what. That's just like me saying Trevor Ariza is trash and saying like he's been on the Rockets forever, and I've just seen this guy score. That's what I'm saying. That's just what the guy rolling. But you cannot be on the floor and not producing, not being able to make open shots when your teammates is giving you the ball. You should be able to make an open goddamn shot now.
Freeman guy can't be more.
And now, just to answer your question, the trade deadline is February the 10th.
So it's the 10th. Okay, yeah. So so February 10th, it's kind of like around this time, like, in about a couple weeks, they're gonna have to sit down and say, "Yo, Russ, bro, it's not working."
Relook at it, right?
We did everything we possibly can. It's not working. Let's just cut it loose because
and again, you have to.
And again, here's the question, which at this point I think it's a lost cause. Does anyone trade for us?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Somebody.
I think somebody will take a gamble and do it.
We can honestly say we feel like Russell definitely got a whole lot left in the tank. Now the question is, I think the biggest question for and just like the question is for Russ going to the Lakers, what team would Russ fit well with?
Because the thing is, the playoff
what
team
he brings
won't
to the
want him.
table.
Yeah, because the thing is, the playoffs team won't want him because they just saw what happened with LA, right? Like they kind of just saw, and lot of people. Man, that's why when Russ was traded, originally he was willing to go anywhere. People forget that. However, no one wanted him. Nobody wanted him, and look, you know what I mean? Like him and Bron, Bron and AD had the conversation, which is why then he said, "Oh yeah, I'll go to LA." People forget he was open to anywhere. Nobody wanted him. So it's like now with another style, like, are people going to want him? And on top of that, the young teams, they don't want him messing it up. Why do you think the Rockets don't want John Wall playing? Because they want to develop their youngsters. You know what I mean? Like this, it's not that John Wall is trash. It's just we want to develop our youngsters. We want to give them an opportunity.
And John Wall, they came to agreement, and they understand that. You can see John Wall playing one-on-one with Jalen Green, getting these guys better, being a professional. He understands. He in his career, he wants to win a championship. In the Rockets, that's why I'm not so upset why the Rockets are losing, because you're trying to develop your own young talent and see what you're going to have during the future. So that's good that I say it's time that because they came to an agreement and said, hey, you don't fit our timeline. We want to move on and get these young guys better. Now, before we go on to NCAA, I think the Rockets need to give up Eric Gordon and probably consider Christian Wood as well, because, like I say, we clearly not going to be a playoff team anytime soon, and Eric Gordon just cannot stay on the court to save his goddamn life. So, again, I just think we need to just blow it up a little bit more.
Okay. So, guys, we do know this is the time when we get into college basketball. College basketball is underway. I think they got like 2 to 3 games underneath their belt already. Here are the top 25 in the AP poll right now going into today in college basketball. Number 1 is Gonzaga with 55 votes for the number 1 spot. UCLA is number 2 with 6 votes for the number 1 spot. At number 3, we got Kansas. At number 4, we got Michigan. At number 5, we have Villanova, which they're the first team to be in the top 5 with a one-loss record. They're 1-1.
Let me know who they're above. See, this is where it gets good. Because there's one team that I'm surprised they're above. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. Purdue is ranked 6, 2-0. Duke is ranked 7th.
And what's the record?
3-0. 3-0. Now, mind you, Villanova's 1-1. Duke is 3-0, but Duke is 2 spots below Villanova. Texas is 1-1 at 8. Baylor is 1-1.
Yeah, of course, the loss dropped us down number 8 because we lost to a great team in Gonzaga, of course.
Exactly, right.
Bad Texas for that.
Yeah. Gonzaga. Baylor's number 9 at 1-0. Illinois lost last night, so they'll probably drop. They lost last night. They are 2-1. They lost last night. Memphis is 2-0 at 11. Oregon is 2-0 at 12. Kentucky is 1-1 at 13. Alabama is 2-0 at 14. The University of Houston is 2-0 at 15. Arkansas is 2-0 at 16. Tennessee 2-0. All these teams are undefeated from here on out. 17 is Tennessee. North Carolina is 18. Ohio State is 19. Maryland is 20. Auburn is 21. St. Bonaventure is 22. UConn is 23. Florida is 24. And USC rounding out the top 25. So, just like football, college football, we got some teams, especially like Pride just said, Villanova, who are 1-1. And again, I don't know when I don't know when the rankings come out for college basketball yet, but I do know Illinois lost last night, so they're 2-1. So I'm sure they're going to. I was about to say I'm sure they're going to drop, but I don't know because Villanova is 1-1 and they're still at 5. But again, I don't know when the rankings actually come out. But as you've heard the top 25, does any of these teams surprise you and where they are in the rankings outside of maybe Villanova?
I don't like Villanova being at number 5 because you bash Texas for losing against a great basketball
Gonzaga,
team.
number one.
In Gonzaga, that's number one in the country. Number one in the country, and we dropped the number 8 in Villanova. All of a sudden, goes over us because we lose to Gonzaga. That don't make sense. You might well just could have kept us at number 5. I don't mind the move down, but you don't put Villanova at number 5 and then drop Texas for losing against the number 1 ranked team in the nation.
Absolutely, I totally agree with you.
I agree as well. You know, me personally, and again, for me, it's the same thing with football. When you have the criteria, I think the wins and losses matter most. I don't care who you lost to.
Right.
I don't care. I don't care about their ranking. And like I'm talking about initially, I don't care about their ranking. What is your record? And I think your record should show where you are.
Should put you where
no
you
disrespect.
should be placed.
Villanova is 1-1. Same with Texas. Okay. Explain to me how.
And Kentucky.
And Kentucky. 1-1 at 13th.
And we only lost by 12 to Gonzaga. It wasn't no blowout.
And I mean, 12 low keys a blowout. If we're gonna be honest, in college
but compared to Gonzaga, dominating teams, and we only lost.
You talking about just Gonzaga in general? Okay, yeah.
We lost by 12. We didn't lose badly. We didn't lose bad. We didn't get blown up. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. My bad.
No, you good. But here's my thing. I don't understand why a 3-0 team is at 20. I don't get it. I don't.
Maryland
at 3-0. I to me personally, I don't understand it.
Especially when you got Duke, who's 3-0 at 7.
Like the only team you can make a case that deserves to be number 1, regardless of record, is Gonzaga. That's the only team you can say. UCLA, no disrespect, 2-0. You should not be over Duke, who's 3-0. Let's just call it what it is.
Facts.
No disrespect to Villanova and Texas. I understand who you got played. Y'all should not be over Oregon, who's 2-0. Kentucky is 1-1. You should not be over Houston, who's 2-0. That's just my thing. And again, like I said, and I said this thing about college football. I do not care about the strength of schedule until I'm looking at teams who are tied.
Facts.
That is when I would say, okay,
I like that.
Now let's crack it open. Let's see who they played. Now let's see where we're going from there. Because, and again, this is the same thing with college basketball. It's the same thing about college football. If you think about it, everyone has an easy schedule. Let's call it what it is. Like every week, you're not playing against somebody who's ranked. You're not. You know what I mean? Like I don't know where this fake delusion came from. I don't know where that lie, where that myth was told. I don't know who on TV said it, and it sounded good to someone's ear, so they just started repeating it. But ain't no way that you're gonna sit there and tell me that strength of schedule matters over record. I personally don't believe that. I'm gonna look at the record, and then after that record, if we're gonna tie, for instance, like if you're gonna tell me, what's the difference between Kansas and Michigan? Okay, now let's look into it. Now let's look at strength of schedule. Let's see, were they home or away? What team? Forget the rank though, because that's another thing. The problem is people just listen to the rank. What is their offensive efficiency? What's their defensive efficiency? What's their net rating? Right. Where are they ranked in terms of offense and defense? Don't just tell me, UCLA was a 2, and they beat they were a 2, and let's say in somewhere Villanova beat them, so that's why they got to go up. Okay, make a case without saying the 2. If you can't make that case, why are you talking to me? You know what I mean? Like it's kind of the same thing in the NBA. In the NBA, they don't say, bro, hey, look, right now, the number 1 seed Washington Wizards is facing the 4th seed Bulls. They don't say that. They say Wizards and Bulls.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And so I feel like we should be doing the same thing with college football and basketball. The reason that we're not, it's absurd. It's ridiculous. And I'll be honest with you, it's the single-handed reason why me personally, I don't take college football or basketball serious. I can't take it serious. I can't take it legit because at the end of the day, the wins and losses is what matters. That's what we're told until they don't, and then they make excuses on why somebody lost.
Right. All right. Well, there you have it, people, everyone. That's the morning show for ASAP Network. All sports, all plays this morning. I want to say thank y'all for tuning in. As you see, you got my boy, Coach Dante. We got Prod in the building. We had Freddie. We had Jay. We had Trey. You know, we did have a couple people that was missing. But before we jump off, y'all got any last word, Coach Dante?
Anything? I mean, like I said again, I appreciate everybody, man. A great morning show as always. Can't wait to come on here tomorrow. And one more thing, Pride is right. The only team that got the audacity to lose in this scenario and still be number one is Gonzaga. That's kind of like Georgia. They in their right spot. That's it.
And the thing is, if they lose and you want to drop them, I won't be mad.
I won't be mad either.
I won't be mad. You know what I mean? My only thing is we need to come up with some rules. Show me some consistency. You feel me? Right. Show me some consistency. If you can show me some consistency, I'll go with you.
What you got, Pride?
Like always, you know, great show. You know what I mean? You know, I love being able to wake up and, you know, chop it up with you guys. You know, it's always fun. You know what I mean? I joke all the time that Bishop, you hate me. And same with you, Dante. Look at that guy. He's so cute.
I noticed that.
You guys hate me. You know what I mean? But, the more shows I do with you guys, you know, and, you know, the more we form this bond, I realize I wasn't wrong. You guys do hate me. You know what I mean? So I just want to throw that out there. You know, my Celtics will be okay. I'm hoping. Fingers crossed. But, again, the NBA season doesn't matter. Because Bishop, Dante, our coach, we're in November. So I guess the 3rd of November doesn't count. Like, that's kind of where we're at right now. So, you know what I mean? Definitely, I can't wait to be back here tomorrow. Bishop, the floor is yours, my guy.
That's what's up, man. Hey, man, again, we had a great show. I appreciate each and every person that was on here today. Make sure y'all tune in Monday through Friday, man. I'm going to tell you Central Time, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, man, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So make sure y'all on here. Check us out, man. If y'all have any questions, concerns, comments, be sure to put them in the comment box, man, and let us know how y'all feel and what y'all think of our show. We definitely going to keep bringing you all sports, all plays on the ASAP Network. Y'all have a great Tuesday. Enjoy y'all Tuesday. We will definitely see y'all tomorrow on Wednesday, Hump Day. Y'all have a great one. It's your boy. We out of here. Peace. Roll fight.
Whole sports, all plays. Yeah. Whole sports, all plays. Whole sports, all plays. 365, we're making up plays. You talking the game, get you to the days. We're high in the court, the dime in the lane. Variety, topics, living the same. All presentation, sports information. Hitting the airways, taking the nation. All sport, all plays, like working your faces. Grace at the field, so tie the laces. Whole sports, all plays.